Whew. Peace and love, peace and love. You all, I'm trying this again. Another late night, can't go to sleep. I'm gonna give everybody some time to come in. Today wasn't a bad day though. Today was actually a pretty good day. Welcome to the chat. Thumbs up as you come in. Let me know who you are, where you're from, if you choose to. This is day 2 of doing a chat because I can't sleep, but it's not day 2 of me not being able to sleep. It's been an ongoing thing. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you thumbs up as you come in. This is an open chat. No children allowed. No nonsense. Talk about whatever, anything and everything. Whatever's on your mind, whatever's troubling you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whatever you feel like talking about, we can talk about. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. Welcome, welcome. This is not like my ordinary chats that I do. I do a live chat on Sundays where I talk about nutrition and other things, but this one, there are no rules. We talk about whatever's on our minds. So feel free. Make sure you get you something to drink. I have my green smoothie. Hey, Antoine, I know who you are. You're supposed to go back to work April 20th. Yeah, a lot of people been off work. Thank you for coming in. I hope you looked at that video. You know I was on your case about that. You asked me about the video about the smoothie. Hopefully you tried it. But that's good. I'm glad that you're going back to work. A lot of people are not. And then it's especially, difficult for a lot of people that are self-employed or have smaller businesses. So that's cool. When do you start back? Yeah, 5 weeks. It's going to be a lot longer for a lot of people. We're definitely doing homeschooling now, which is cool with me. But I don't know. You watched the video. Thank you. Because I was like, Antoine, watch the video. I had to watch it. I watched it. It was a good video. How did you like it? And just to let you know, Antoine, this is just a totally open chat. It's nothing like the Sunday chats where things are restricted, where we can't talk about certain things. It's a totally open video. So whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. Anybody that comes into the room, whatever they feel like talking about, it's no restrictions. Just, you got to be mindful, respectful. That's it. Other than that, anything and everything, relationships, being single, whatever you're going through. Michael Jones, he does do a lot of good smoothies and has a lot of good recipes and stuff. Although this is, I don't know if you watched my chat yesterday, which I did mention you. I'm not doing the Sunday chats anymore. The Sunday chats are done for the moment. I just don't. I don't know. I guess I just don't love it anymore. And then there's been a lot of technical difficulties on Sundays now since everybody's at home around the time when I was doing my chat. So I won't be doing that. But I'm glad that you're going back to work. I just been keeping myself busy doing homework with my daughter. This smoothie that I have here is spinach, a half a banana, tablespoon of flaxseed. Yeah, everybody on Wi-Fi, and people were tripping because I was having technical difficulties, and I'm like, I can't help it. That's just gonna be a lot of technical difficulties. But yeah, this smoothie is so good, and I have like some fresh strawberries inside. It's relaxing. Sometimes we just need to talk about everybody. Yeah, and on Sundays, a lot of people are off. But even it had been going good for a little while. But really, Sundays, it just got to the point where I've been doing it for a year and wasn't really pulling a lot of people. A lot of people weren't really into talking about nutrition, and we really didn't get a chance to talk a lot about dreadlocks or whatever. So I said, well, let me just, if I'm just gonna do my regular videos, still talking about hair and all of that type of stuff. But I do want to have like chats like these where we could talk about anything and everything. You've been trying to find flax seeds and chia seeds. You should be able to find them at, if you have a Whole Foods, a local market. That's the name of the store, local market. You can find them online, but they're a little bit higher. You could probably try Amazon. Thrive is another place you could find them. I find them at the store right by my house called Local Market. I'm not sure if in Alabama. I don't know about Publix because we don't have Publix here. You could try it though, because Publix is south, is southern. We don't have that in the Midwest. Thumbs up as you come in, and please, anybody, feel free to come in and talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. I'm going to be up for a while. Actually, I started the live chat yesterday at 1:15 in the morning, and I was surprised to see so many people up. So hopefully we'll get some more people in the chat. But if not, hopefully I'll be able to go to sleep, and you will too. Yeah, try Publix, but you can go on Thrive online. I just find that you have to I think you have to sign up and have a membership on Thrive to get the seeds. And honestly, I've been able to get like a big bag of flax seeds and chia seeds for like $4 and something. I forgot. And the flax seeds are a little bit cheaper. The chia seeds are about $4.39 or $4.59. I wouldn't pay more than $5 for maybe a 16-ounce package. And you're not using a lot. I use a lot because I make a lot of chia seed puddings and stuff. So, but really, you don't have to use a lot because a tablespoon gives you a lot of fiber. Maybe 3 tablespoons a day is the most that you'll have to use. Oh, so what else is going on in your world, Antoine, besides the fact that you're going back to work? I know you're glad. Yeah, check it out. Because you definitely, I mean, incorporate those seeds into your hemp seeds. If you can find hemp seeds, I would say Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Mariano's. I'm not sure if you all have that, but Mariano's is another place. Mariano's is good, but that's what I have in here now, flax seeds. Yeah. So why are you up at this time of night? Is this is normal for you? Homeschooling your son? Yeah. Really? Everything that we're doing here is computerized. I go up to her school strictly to go get food. They've been giving us food. Are they giving your children food? They're serving them breakfast and lunch. They're giving you like 3 days of breakfast and lunch for per kid. How old is your son, Antoine? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be out for the rest of the year too. Really? So you walk up to the school and they're leaving packets outside the school with their names on it. How old is your son, if you don't mind me asking? Is there somebody out there supervising it or no? Okay, they're serving lunch. That's it. Okay. Well, yeah, for the breakfast, they're just giving away like breakfast bars, like milk and other stuff, fruit, oranges, apples. I mean, but it helps because I use all the fruit and everything for like my smoothies and for juicing, and we definitely use all of that, and then I give away some of the stuff that we don't use. But there is somebody supervising you all as far as getting the packets, because can anybody just walk up and just pick up somebody's packet? I just found out in Illinois, in Skokie. I don't know how it is down in Alabama, but in Skokie, they're making it so that you cannot work inside a store, you cannot come inside of a store without having on a mask. Period. Point blank. Oh wow, that's crazy. So every week you just have to go up there and just pick up the packets. Yeah, everything here is computerized. They even, for the people who don't have computers for their children, they're giving out loaners. When I went to pick up some food today, they had loaners and stuff they were giving people for people who don't have computers and stuff, and then they're offering free Wi-Fi for those who don't have it. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure, but they're offering free Wi-Fi through, I want to say, Xfinity, maybe. But he's 7. So what grade is that? Is that 3rd grade? Welcome to whoever just came into the chat. Make sure you thumbs up, and please feel free to jump into the conversation. This is a open conversation about whatever it is that's on your mind that you want to talk about. Feel free to talk about anything. There are no rules except, we are going to respect one another. Oh, 1st grade. I miss those days. I really do. Wow. Yeah, and I still have your pictures and everything, so don't worry. Whenever more people start sending in pictures, which I'll probably put a post up, I'm gonna go ahead and do another slideshow while I still have, plenty much free time. Matter of fact, I probably should start, putting information out for people to do that. Yeah, I don't. Well, maybe because he's in 1st grade, but I know by the time my daughter was in 2nd grade that they had them on computers and stuff. Everything was like computerized. But now, I mean, like once she got to, I would say 3rd grade, it was mandatory that they had like computers. All their work is done on computers, so it really wasn't a big change for us here in Chicago. Is anybody else here from the Midwest? Anybody else want to say where they're from? I know it's just a couple of us in here. Probably more people later that can't sleep. Yesterday, it was a nice amount of us in here rocking and rolling. But again, welcome to the live chat. No rules. If you're one of my regular subscribers, trust and believe, this is not like my regular chats. There are no rules. We can talk about anything and everything. Just whatever's on your mind. If you're dealing with stress, if you're dealing with any type of anxiety, insomnia, anything that's going on in your world, let's talk about it. If you just, I mean, whatever you want to talk about, it's open. If you want to talk about relationships, a lot of people are not going to make it through this. The divorce rate is going to be high. Domestic violence. We were talking about this yesterday. Child abuse for those people who are sitting at home who don't normally have to watch their children, and they're seeing how the teachers, all the stuff that the teachers have to go through and dealing with their children, and now they're at home. So, and even the crime rate, I believe is going to go up as well, because here everybody is walking around with masks on. Huh? You ever been to that museum up there where they got them 2 lions in there that was killing people in the 1900s? I've been to Navy Pier. I used to live down the street from Navy Pier. I used to walk to Navy Pier all the time. I used to take my daughter up there to it was called the beer garden, and we used to go there and listen to music. Welcome to the live chat. Whoever's in here, thumbs up. Let me know who you are. Let me know where you're from. Or if you're just here to listen, just listen. But feel free to talk about anything and everything. This is, for adults only, so we can discuss whatever. There are no rules. Just, respect one another. We just all here to support each other. Late night, well, we can't go to sleep or just not tired yet. There is a museum right down the street from where I live that has 2 lions. That's the Museum of Science and Industry. I think they have lions, and I'm trying to think. I've been to every museum here. Welcome to the live chat. Thumbs up as you come in. Thank you. And please, everyone, feel free to join in, talk, whatever you want to talk about. Again, this is not like my normal chats. If you're a regular subscriber to me, feel free to talk about whatever. And if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe, because I do talk a lot, about dreadlocks. I talk about hair care. I talk about nutrition. I talk about whatever. But I won't be doing my live chats on Sundays anymore. I'm trying to figure out what museum you were talking about. It might be the Field Museum. Ford City. Okay. Ford City is west of me. Welcome everyone that's coming into the live chat. Make sure you thumbs up as you come in, and feel free to jump in and talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. Free your mind. Bring your green smoothies, whatever you drink. Bring your alcoholic beverage if that's what you choose. If that's what you want tonight. I mean, just feel free. Just be respectable. That's all I ask. Marquette Park is over west from me. I live like right off the lakefront. So I live still, I'm not downtown anymore, but I'm still off the lakefront, which is like 15 minutes away from Navy Pier still. I jump right on the expressway. I'm right off the lake. But the only bad thing is right now we can't even go near the lakefronts. What are some of the things that, since we're the only ones talking, Antoine, what are some of the things that you have been encountering since this has been going on, since the whole little situation been going on for the past, like you said, you've been off work for 5 weeks. How have you been maintaining? How have you been managing? Are you up now because you don't have to go to work yet, or has it been hard to go to sleep? Everybody, as you come in, please thumbs up so we can get more people. What it does is it recommends, the chat so that more people will be able to, it'll be more visible to people, and we can have like a open chat about anything. Again, it's no particular topic. If you want to talk about relationships, if you want to talk about divorces, anything. They give out tickets for being outside. Yeah, I have Netflix too. I was supposed to be watching. I was supposed to go back and watch this movie. I just haven't had the chance to. I'll probably do it tonight when I get off, if I'm not tired. But about mermaids, I wrote it down. We were talking about it in yesterday's chat. Yeah, there's nothing open. Only thing that's really open is Walgreens, our local markets, Dollar Tree, but everything closes at like 8 o'clock. That's the thing that I don't like. Cause see, I'm staying up to like the wee hours of the morning. Then I'm doing all my runs and errands, and I don't slow down until about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then I take a nap, and I wake up at like 9, 10 o'clock, and then I'm up. but I can't go. There were stores that were open 24 hours that I could go to if I needed something or just felt like getting out of the house. And that's the problem, you know. Thumbs up as you come in, please. And feel free. Anybody else jump in. Me and Antoine, we're just having a short conversation about what's going on in our worlds, but feel free to talk about what's going on in yours. How much are the tickets and what time do you have? Do you all have a curfew as to what time? Hey, Bonafide. Bonafide, I didn't go to sleep. I slept for about, I want to say the alarm clock went off and I may have slept for an hour at the most. At the most. So I didn't watch the mermaids. And I didn't get a chance to listen to whatchamacallit. Today, all of the grades are going in for my daughter. So they had like a lot of work for her to do today. And I had to make sure, just assist her in making sure that the teachers got all of the work. So that was most of my day. And I was so tired. I just got up a few hours ago, maybe about 4 hours ago. Jamaica was fun. I've been to Jamaica several times. I used to live, but I was engaged to somebody that was from Jamaica. Um, Jamaica is cool. I have a lot of friends over there. I used to live with two brothers that were Jamaican, and I liked it. Yeah, but I mean, I can't. No, I had an hour's sleep this morning before I had to make my runs. But then I came home, bona fide, helped my daughter with all her homework and stuff, and then I took a nap then. So I've had a nap. I think I went to sleep at about maybe 5:30, maybe about 5:30 after I made sure all her assignments were in. I'm well refreshed. I just took a shower, made myself feel better, throwing some some vanilla perfume, my favorite by Philosophy, and I don't know, I feel refreshed. Drinking my smoothie. Got my smoothie. This is I don't know. This is spinach, strawberries, half a banana, and flax seeds. I said I was gonna make some soup today. I didn't make that. I just made a big salad. Isis ate. I made some food for her, but I didn't have anything else. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Come on, Insomniacs, what's going on? I had to change the name. They had because of the name, I think, the computers, certain names that you put in the title, they will flag your what you call it. It'll be up for review. So they weren't going to monetize my video, and we were on for 3 hours yesterday. My smoothie is great. My smoothie tastes so good. I've been doing spinach for the past 3 days, and I know I'm supposed to mix up my vegetables or whatever, but I have been doing kale and then doing spinach, kale, spinach, kale, spinach. But for the past couple days, the past 3 days, I've been doing spinach because I'm really feeling this little combination right now. Yeah, Jamaica is cool. I hope we can just travel anywhere soon. I want to be able to go to a few places this year. I talked to one of my friends that's from Jamaica. I talk to him every day, and even though his kids are out of school, I mean, they're still moving around. I don't think it's going down. It depends on where you at. He's in Clarendon, and he's still doing his farming and everything, and I don't think it's a curfew or anything, not to my knowledge. If anybody's heard anything different, let me know. Hey, St. Louis, welcome. I started a little earlier today. I thought it would be better for people. No, I never watched Rise Kitchen. Okay. Yeah, My friend that lives in Clarendon is really cool. He grows everything. When I say everything, everything that he eats, he grows, and then some, and herbal remedies as well, big time. So he's living pretty good. Oh, yeah, I've been to a lot of different places in Jamaica. I never do the tourist thing because I have friends there, so I've always stayed with my friends. I tend to wherever I travel, I don't do the hotel thing. Only in New York I've stayed in a hotel before, but that was only like one day, and then I went and stayed with my friends. Bonafide, I was telling Antoine and St. Louis, I don't know if you heard it, but I was telling them that yesterday after I got through talking to you all, I think I found out this morning. I think when I woke up this morning after having an hours worth of sleep, they were saying that in Skokie, Illinois, which is not that far from me, now they're making it so that people have to wear masks. People, you cannot go inside a store. People that work inside the stores and all that type of stuff, um, you're not going inside the store without a mask now. They making it's a mandatory thing. And Antoine was saying that they're getting tickets out there. The whole okay, wait a minute. You were saying the whole state on 24-hour lockdown by governor, but people don't really be following the rules. Yeah, that's where you're at in Alabama. The whole state is on 24-hour lockdown. Thumbs up as you come in. Thank you all for coming in. And again, feel free if you're new to my channel. This is an open chat, all adults. We can talk about whatever. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. Just be respectful. This is nothing like my regular Sunday chats that I was doing, where we just talk about dreadlocks and nutrition. I'm no longer, as of right now, doing those chats. So I feel like an insomnia chat is good for a lot of people because I know a lot of people that can't go to sleep at night. I'm one of them. Wow. Okay. So y'all on 24-hour lockdown, but you can go out. I mean, you have to go out with a purpose. You have to go out and be able to get your groceries and, like you said, pick up your children's stuff and everything. St. Louis, how are things there? How is it as far as, are they closing stores early there? Same thing with you, Bonafide. Are they closing? What time are your stores closing? Also, Bonafide, Antoine was trying to find out some places where he can pick up some flaxseed and chia seeds. I don't know about Publix because we don't have one here, but I know most of the stores here sell them, especially like Whole Foods and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. St. Louis, it's funny because they're making everybody wear masks, but then a lot of people don't have like masks, and then some of the stuff that they're putting around their face is not protecting them or other people either. I noticed that a lot of people are making masks and selling them and stuff, and then a lot of people are making them and also giving them to the people on the front line that's working, like nurses and stuff, um, that are actually working with people, as they should have. I'm sorry, that's just my personal opinion. Bonafide, I'm coming back up to you. They arrested a preacher for having church last week. Yeah, they're not supposed to be open. I mean, that's a place. I mean, put it like this: if people are having funerals, which I know I've lost 3 people in the past month or so, but people that are having funerals, they're having to do the online thing. Thank you all for thumbsing up the video as you come in. That helps to get more people to come in so we can talk about a lot of different things. Yeah, they're not supposed to be open. They could do, because a lot of people have been doing television shows, they could do that online. They could do that on, regular channels and stuff. So I don't see why they're doing that. But if you're having funerals and stuff where they're allowing like up to 10 people, and they're asking for family only and no children here in Chicago. Bonafide, you said they have the same thing here with the stores, no mask, no entry. Yeah, they did it in Skokie. Now here in Chicago, where I'm um, at first a lot of people weren't wearing their mask and everything. Now you're starting to see a few more, more people wearing them. I think they're taking it a little bit more serious. But I'm wondering, like, is that really protecting us? I don't know 100%. I'm not really sure. It depends, because like I look at the masks and stuff that my nephew and my sister wear that are nurses, and the one that I had, I received it from the hospital. The few that I got from the hospital because I had bronchial asthma. I had pneumonia, and so they gave me masks and stuff, and they're different. They're real sturdy, real. I mean, I can hardly breathe in them. As soon as I get in my car, I take it off. But when I'm getting out the car or whatever, if I'm walking, I keep it on while I'm walking or while I'm around other people. I just, I like the fact that, they're like, respect the space, the 6 feet away, because I really don't like people in my surrounding area. I don't like people getting too close up to me anyway. Besides, if it's somebody I know or somebody that's been nice to me and I just met them and we just want to embrace or whatever, that's one of the things that I'm missing. I've been dropping off food to one of my friends, and I just give him the bag or whatever, but it's hard because he's been my brother since I was like 14. And, not being able to give him a hug is kind of rough. Bonafide said, depends on the store. For example, a 7-Eleven near you changed the hours from 8 to 10. At least you got till 10. They're closing at 8 o'clock here. But quick check. I never heard of that. And Wawa, both convenience stores similar to 7-Eleven, are still open 24 hours. You are so fortunate, honestly, because even though before my vision got to the point where I couldn't see like late at night, there would be times when I would get up like late at, after 10 o'clock or whatever, and decide to go to the store just to do something or just to pick up something I might need for the morning. There's no 24-hour stores open around me. Everything closes at 8. And today, unfortunately, I got up after that time, and it was something I really just wanted to get out the house. Honestly, not having vitamin D, not getting a lot of sun, it affects us big time. The other day, I don't know, Bonafide, I didn't tell you the other day, it was snowing here. It snowed. I wasn't in Jersey. It snowed, and today it was gone because I took Lucky out, and I had to make sure he had a bath afterwards because he was totally wet and everything. But it's supposed to be colder tomorrow. I think we're going to have like 40 degrees. Antoine, what's the weather like in St. Louis? What's the weather like there? Same for you, Bonafide. What's the temperature supposed to be tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think we're going to get up to 40, 45. Hopefully no snow. But it's April, so it's like I'm kind of used to the weather being crazy. Like Prince says, sometimes it snows. What'd he say? So he has a song out. Somebody help me. Sometimes it snows in June or something. My memory is just like shot. Okay, most of the stores are closed at 8 p.m. Yeah, that's the time here. Most of the stores are closed at 8 p.m. A lot of it is for being able to restock and everything, and to keep the shelves stocked. But still, a lot of stores that you go to, not a lot. Some of the stores that you go to here, you can't buy more than 2 of certain items, like we talked about yesterday. Yeah, is that the name of the song? Sometimes It Snows in April by Prince. because I love me some Prince, but I honestly, I'm very forgetful these days. A lot of smaller businesses are filing bankrupt or going out of business. It's like the 70s here, down here during the day. It's like in the 70s. Oh, I wish. See, the cool thing is, okay, it's from the Under the Cherry Moon soundtrack. Bonafide. Thank you, St. Louis. Um, I wish it was in the 70s. The one thing that we do have that I enjoy is I have a nice sized back porch. So if I just need to catch some air, if it's nice out, like we had a couple nice days last week, or it was raining last week, and me and my daughter love like thunderstorms and rain and stuff, and we're able to sit out. We have tables and chairs and stuff out back where we can sit down at. I was just a little nervous, a little concerned though, because my next door neighbor supposedly, allegedly, um, was said to have the virus and was not supposed to be coming outside or doing anything. He's supposed to be quarantined for like 2 weeks, and I'm not really sure that he's been following that. They tried to change it and say, "Oh no, he didn't have he." One minute he had it, and the next minute supposedly he didn't. He had something else. Oh, you all. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate the thumbs up. You all are helping me as far as just getting my mind free. What are some of the things that you all are doing to like eliminate like stress? I mean, like, do you find yourself doing like different things that you didn't ordinarily do? That's helping you with stress? Is anybody having any type of stress or anything? Any other issues besides just like can't sleep or whatever? My sleeping has always been off, but like I was telling people yesterday in the live chat, my cleaning game has gone up so high. It's crazy. My cleaning game, I just got like totally into just cleaning, and not because of being a germaphobe or anything like that, but because it relaxes me so much. Does anybody else have anything that they're doing? Okay, I'm gonna leave that question out there. And if anybody wants to talk about it, it's 35. Yeah, it's the same here. Bonafide. It's supposed to be. Did I say 40? It's supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow. You know what? But the weather has been changing so much. I mean, I would say in the past decade, the weather has been different in Chicago compared to the way that it used to be. We used to have a lot of snow. We used to have a lot of um, below zero weather, days when kids had to stay at home. The weather is really changing. And back when they were talking about global warming and everything, and people didn't take that seriously, now we're starting to see it. It's a lot. Bonafide said, I have to wonder if this colder weather has to do with there being fewer vehicles on the road and in the sky. I don't know. I never thought about that. One thing I am enjoying, though, even though I don't drive that much and never really have had to drive much, gas prices. I haven't seen gas prices this low in so long. Gas, I think I paid $1.95 for gas. And before that, it was $1.99. But gas was like $3 and something at first in Chicago. That's a good question, Antoine, and that's something that we didn't talk about on yesterday. That's a very good question. I was wondering about that too. I see videos, and I'm sure you all have too, of and it's funny because most of the videos I've seen have been by places, they're showing like the 5G poles and everything by places, to me, that are in areas where, how can I put this? in our neighborhoods where it's predominantly, Hispanic or Black or so, I've been seeing on the videos. I haven't seen them personally, but on the videos, like it'll be by a Dollar Tree or it'll be by like a Family Dollar. When I lived downtown, we didn't have Dollar Trees and Family Dollars and stuff like that. I wasn't up on none of that until I moved to the south side, to the east side rather. I don't know. I'm really wondering about the 5G thing. I don't know. St. Louis, you said I'm pushing myself to exercise more. I usually don't, but it helps. Exercise definitely helps to let off endorphins. It helped me with my anxiety a great deal when I was exercising like really hard. Like I dance every day. I'm on some Afro beats every day since I don't have class anymore. And that's the sad part is because the African dance class, Ayodele, which me and my daughter both belong to, is a not-for-profit business. And I'm just praying that after 10 years of all the hard work and stuff that they've done for the community, I'm just hoping that it doesn't shut down. But I know that a lot of businesses and a lot of things are going to be shut down. One of the good things is, though, they have been posting videos, of some of the dances that we've learned so that, you can still keep going. And that's why Zoom and stuff like that is good because you can have like a lot of people in a room and, interact with a lot of people. Yeah, so St. Louis definitely working out will help with the stress. It's certain endorphins that come out that relieves you of that. Bonafide said the only upside of this is the gas prices. Yeah. The other day, your tank was almost empty. I told the gas station attendant to give me $40, and it only took $39. And he was pleasantly shocked. Yeah, my gas tank is just a little bit over half, but I don't have anywhere to go. Everything I go is within mm, maybe a 2 to 3 mile radius at the most. And that's just when I'm doing something extra or trying to get something from a store that they don't have here. I mean, around my house. Welcome to everybody that's in the chat. Welcome to the Insomniac chat. Thank you for coming in, and please thumbs up as you come in. And feel free to jump in and talk about whatever it is that you feel like talking about. We can talk about relationships. We can talk about breakups. I was really sad to hear that one of our friends, Bonafide, our friend Flower, I was really sad to hear that. I was excited at first because I found out that she got married, and then I was sad to hear that so fast, so soon afterwards that they're kind of like separated. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. One thing for sure, going through this right now, you know who your ride or dies are. You know who you really can mesh with and get along with because it's hard when you're dealing with money issues, when you're dealing with having to be around people um, all day, something that you didn't have to deal with before all day, every day, and you're not really, meshing or whatever, it makes things very difficult. I'm blessed because I have my daughter and I love being around her. And my dog, of course, he's laying here on the floor. He usually comes up and talks, but he's like, it's past my bedtime. Okay, hey, welcome, Eric. Welcome to the chat. Just so you know, because I think I've seen your name before. I think I've seen you in the chat before. And thank you for the thumbs up. It's an open chat. This is totally not like Sunday chats. This is totally, there are no rules. We can talk about anything and everything. Normally I'm like, no politics, no sex, no drugs, no whatever. But I feel like, this is a late night chat. People can't sleep. Feel free to free yourself of whatever it is that you want to talk about. There are no rules. Just be mindful and be respectful. That's all to other people that are in the chat. But yeah, there are definitely no rules. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel better I was actually excited to do this chat today because I feel better, like allowing people and even myself to be freer. For a while I was just holding back on. I didn't want to talk about coronavirus, the COVID-19, none of that. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to trick off my anxiety or my depression. But honestly, holding back from talking about it made me have like some serious breakdowns. They didn't last for long, but it was enough to cause me, pain and possibly these headaches that I had been having. Okay, Antoine said, I don't know much about it either, but I hear that putting them up while people are in quarantine, yeah, they've been saying that. It's hard to really say because honestly, the way this world is and the way the government is ran, if they want to put up the polls or whatever, we can't do anything about it. We really cannot do anything about it. So they don't need us to be in quarantine to do it. That's just my opinion. Huh. Saying this essential work. Eric, please feel free to come in and talk and say whatever it is that's on your mind too. Bonafide, you said lately, in order to cope, you've been reaching out to friends, right, and having good conversation, watching YouTube videos, reading, reorganizing. Yeah, one of the things that I plan on doing, because I have a lot of appliances, I I do have a separate place for my business, which I can't go to right now. I have a loft space, but I also bring some of my work home. So I have a table that's kind of filled with like a lot of junk. My goal is to take out all of my appliances, clean off that table completely, and eventually take it back up to my studio. But I want to clean off that table so I can have my juicer, my NutriBullet, my what do you call it? My food processor and everything like right where I need it. Cleaning up is definitely, something that's helping me. Yeah, reading, reorganize. I'm trying to find one of my old books because I really want to share it with my daughter. It's by Queen Afua. I hope that too. Welcome, Rita. Thank you for coming in. If you're new to the chat, I appreciate you coming in. So you can subscribe and just check out some of the videos. I talk a lot about dreadlocks because I'm a freeform dreadlock or whatever. And I was talking a lot about nutrition and doing a live chat on Sundays, but I'm no longer doing that because it seems like a lot of people are just not into nutrition, and I don't want to force feed anybody, to get healthy if they don't want to. Um, I'm just happy that I got healthy. I'm very happy. Yeah, I really hope. I was shocked when she said she got married because I was around when she said that she was back dating someone that she hadn't dated in a long time, and I was happy for her. And I thought that was part of the reason why she had kind of like chilled out on doing videos and stuff. And then she made the video about just having a different mindset. I think a lot of people are thinking differently now because of what we're going through, the devastation we're going through. Rita, please feel free to join in and talk with us. Eric, feel free. Let me know where you all are from. So, what area you're from and what's going on where you're at. Bonafide, yes, you have to be very careful what you choose to focus on, whatever it is, absolutely will manifest stronger and stronger in your mind and your reality. That's true. That's true. And you know what, Bonafide, we were talking yesterday and I was saying, one of the things that I was always doing was even though death is something that I'm just not really capable of dealing with. I hate losing people. I mourn very hard and very long when I lose people. I know death is life, but oh God, what did I just do? Okay, I know that death is a part of life. I mean, but uh, I was watching the first 48 hours, and I was watching a lot of the ID channel back when my girlfriend was still alive. When she passed about, 4 or 5 years ago. But we used to watch that consistently. And I saw myself like a couple days ago, like wanting to watch the first 48. And I'm just like, I don't want to, I don't want to go to sleep with that on. I don't want that entering into my subconscious or whatever. I just want pleasant things going on. So I've been trying to really listen to some sound waves. For anybody that's having any type of issues or whatever with going to sleep, on YouTube, they have a lot of different thunderstorms help with anxiety. They have a lot of different videos and stuff to help you go to sleep. A lot of videos where it's just sound. Welcome. How are you? Thank you for coming into the chat. Where are you from? I don't want to mess up your name, so I'm just going to say Harsh. Welcome. Is it Mahata? Mahata Harsh? Fine. Where are you from? And what time is it where you're at? Bonafide, yes. It's very... You're from India. Okay, what time is it there? It's morning time for you. So this is not like a late... Okay, Harsh. Okay. I'll call you Harsh. Thank you for coming in. And if you haven't already done so, just thumbs up the video. It's 11:16 a.m. Okay, so it's morning time. You're not an insomniac like we are. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you chatting with us. Welcome, Belle. Welcome. I'm just gonna call you Golden. Is that okay, or do you prefer just Belle? Yes, sound waves and I like heavy thunderstorms. I actually like hardcore thunderstorms. That is what helps me to relax. That's what really, really helps me to relax. Anytime I find myself having like, any type of anxiety, or I need to calm down, or any type of stress, thunderstorms has been number one. I'm from Chicago. How old am I? I'll be 50 in June. Golden is good? Okay, no problem, Golden. We have St. Louis, Golden, Harsh. All new people, thank you all for coming in. Thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I know my channel is really a dreadlock channel or whatever, but I do talk about other things on there. I do have a lot of information about some health things and everything. I put up recipes. That's another thing. To get to my community posts, you have to be subscribed, because I put up a lot of different recipes for people that are trying to eat healthier, have a healthier lifestyle, build up their immune system, or just like, lose weight, or just get healthy totally. So please. You said, wow. Why you say wow, Harsh? Antoine, I used to. I'm not sure if you watched those videos, but I used to be on a lot of medication for the anxiety and depression and sometimes I just get tired of repeating it over and over again, because I'm just over it. But just to help somebody else out, I was up to 22 pills a day, and I've been off for over a year. And honestly, I got better by getting off of it. I look smaller than I said about my age. Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. Jazz music. And I definitely have to listen to that piece that you sent me, Bonafide, Roy Ayers. It was just that so much homework was due to be turned in, because grades are being entered in. They were being entered in yesterday and today. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. Rita, you said that you have an 8 o'clock curfew unless you're yeah, that's how it is here. Or you are in need of meds. See, a food meds or doctor. Okay. See, everything is closed here basically by definitely by 9 o'clock, everything is closed. And it's still not a lot of options of being able to buy stuff. Even placing orders online, which I said I wasn't going to do, but I did place an order online to a company because I love like buying makeup and stuff. And normally I get my stuff in 2 days. Here it is, maybe about 5 or 6 days later, and it's still being processed, which is something that's very uncommon. I wasn't going to place the order, but I went ahead and did it because I was like, man, if the economy keeps going the way it's going, will this place shut down? I had like $80 worth of points and so I spent all of it. I was just like, I'm spending all of it. I'm not saving it for my birthday. I'm not saving it for Christmas. I want to get it, but it's hard, I hope they hurry up and send my package though, even though honestly I don't need it. I don't need it. It's not like I don't have I mean, how much makeup can one person wear? But I'm kind of addicted to doing it, even though I don't feel that I need it, but I like it because I'm artistically that person. I've been in the beauty industry for a very long time, so I really didn't start wearing makeup though until my 40s. Besides like eyeliner and some red Wet n Wild lipstick. Really? Antoine said in Alabama, there a lot of places are not accepting cash, only debit cards. That's something else too, because in Bonafide, I'm sure that you're able to identify with this because you're a very conscious person. Mm. And probably a lot of other people in here too. But they were saying basically that this is what they were talking about as far as New World Order or whatever, one currency and all of that, that paper money is going to be obsolete. And I didn't think that I would see it in my lifetime, but now I'm starting to believe that that is something that is going to happen. Again, this is just my own beliefs, and I don't have any proof about it or anything, but just judging by what is being said, I can believe it. Thank you. That is so sweet, Harsh. Yeah, I like to see people smiling too. And it's funny because we were talking about here over in the US, yesterday we were talking about like how people are so distant now. When this thing hit us, it was so devastating. A lot of people were being like very kind to each other. Everybody was just like being really nice. And now it's gotten to the point where everybody is just like nobody's speaking to each other. Very rarely are people walking down the street speaking to each other. And then, I mean, me for safety reasons as well, I'm just like, I don't really want nobody walking that close to me. But if somebody did speak, I would speak. But people are acting like they don't even see you. I mean, not even like, hey, a wave or anything. It seems like everything is just getting real cold these days. Hey, Eric. And thank you, Harsh. You did make me smile. I appreciate it. If I don't look 50, how do I look? Tell the truth. Don't play. Hartford County. Okay, pretty much the same. A work back home type person, so it's pretty easy, yeah, for you to deal with the quarantine. I have been a homebody for a very long time since I've been dealing with anxiety. Antoine, also I want to talk to you about medication. I don't know if you feel comfortable with saying what medication you're on, but I'm just curious as to how much medication you have to take and what are you on. Eric, it's easy for me to deal with the quarantine because I wasn't really an outdoors type person for a while. But last year I had a breakthrough and I got back into being able to not be codependent upon anybody and being able to go out on my own and do a lot of different things and be around large groups of people. So I'm hoping by summertime that I know that there are not going to be a lot of festivals or whatever, but I want to be able to go and hang out at the beach where they play the bongos and listen to some music at the lakefront and relax and enjoy. 45. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Antoine said, yes, I believe it now. They want to know where you're spending your money and want to know how much money you got in your accounts. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. They have Bitcoins and virtual currency. St. Louis. Bonafide said, yes, that's one of the things that I was concerned about. No more paper money or coins, just digital money. A lot of people are also talking about a chip. Yeah, yes. That's another thing. They're talking about the whole chip thing and how, you know, that, which I don't believe in certain vaccinations and stuff. And they're saying that I don't know how true it is, but it has been going around a lot where, when you get this vaccination or whatever, that's how they're going to be able to put the chip in you or whatever. I'm not sure. If anybody else has heard that, let me know. I never heard of those two. And that's for anxiety, sertraline, and hydroxyzine. Hydroxyzine, am I pronouncing it correctly? Wow, and I thought I had been on everything. I never heard of those two. They don't have you on any benzos, do they? Or because I'm almost positive those are not benzodiazepines, because I've never heard of them, and I've taken every benzo out here. Harsh, you said I can understand about your situations, and I like that you came up front and you look. Oh, I wish I was 38, but thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. I don't like vaccinations, Antoine. Thank you so much, Harsh. 38. Let me see. What was I doing at 38? I had my baby right before I turned 37. And I was really enjoying life, although I was having massive panic attacks and stuff back then too. But at 38 was good because my baby was young and I really enjoyed being a mother. I still enjoy being a mother. It's just that she's so much more independent now. Oh, you get it from the V. Oh, okay. All right. You're a veteran. Is it helping you? Do you know the side effects of the medications that you're taking? Make sure you check into the side effects, because I'm gonna tell you some of the medications that I was on. Honestly, I can tell you the truth. Has caused memory loss. Um, I'm very bad with my memory now, and I used to be very sharp. My vision has changed a lot. That was one of the side effects, and it raised the bad cholesterol in my system when I took Seroquel was one of them. And it raised my triglycerides so high that, like they said, I was basically like a walk-in heart attack or stroke waiting to happen. And I changed my diet. Refused to take medication for it. I just changed my diet and completely reversed it. Try meditating, Antoine. Try meditating. There's plenty of videos that give you like sound waves and stuff that you can meditate to. And it's hard at first sometimes, just to calm your mind down, stop the noise in your head. You might just start off doing 5 minutes, and 5 minutes is good, and then try to up it, and eventually you can get up to like 30 minutes or so of meditation. Harsh, you said, I think you need to follow the guidelines, nothing else, and need to focus on exercising too. Exercising is definitely a part of my life. I guess you can call it a quarantine. We have certain times that we could be outside. Like, it's nothing outside anyway. At 8 o'clock at night, there's nothing outside. But exercising, that's one thing I don't have a problem with. I don't have to leave my house to exercise at all. I dance a lot, and I do a lot of, I don't know if you all have like different gaming systems, like Wii, which is pretty much extinct. But thank God I have all of have about 72 different summer games, but a lot of it is for exercise and working out for 30 minutes to Dance Revolution. Or we have a bike now. We have a bike that you can ride inside. Yeah, I'm safe, but I still have to walk my dog and I still have to go pick up food and stuff. So we're not on quarantine, like as in, unless you have the virus. We're not on quarantine as in we can't go to grocery stores or do stuff like that. Welcome to everyone that just came into the chat. Oh, please thumbs up as you come in, and please feel free to talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. Yes, I'm harsh. I'm a very healthy eater, very healthy. I think that I really, I think that my immune system is pretty strong. See, because I have bronchial asthma, I developed it after having pneumonia, so I can't catch the common cold without being like really, really sick. So I have to, maintain my immune system through detoxing, also to get all the medication of over 16 years out of my body. I detox a lot. Bonafide said, I can see the government telling me that by law, I'll need to get the chip. Then I'll say, screw you. I'm going up to Canada. and then they'll say, you need the chip to travel out of the country. Yeah. Somebody was telling me that, was that yesterday in the chat? I don't know if it was yesterday in the chat, but somebody was saying that, yeah, it was yesterday in the chat. Somebody was saying that they won't let them drive outside of the state that they live in. Welcome, Cassandra. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Oh, when you thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button. It registers onto, I don't know where it is on your thing, but it's in the upper left hand side. It should be on the upper left hand. It's in the upper left hand side of my whatchamacallit, my computer. There go my sister. Oh my God. I'm so shocked. You all, this is my younger sister. Erica Horton. That is my younger sister. And she's never been in one of my chats. I didn't even think she watched any of my videos. That is my little sister, and she will always be my baby. She's just 3 years younger than me, but she will always be my baby. And we look alike. She's just a brown skin version of me. That is my baby. Hey, Erica. I miss you so much, Lynn. Okay, my sister is a nurse, you all, and I told you about her yesterday. She's a nurse that works in Texas. Erica, if you would like to, oh, you're at work right now. I love you too, baby. If anybody has any questions, my sister is a nurse, and she works. I miss you too, baby. I was talking about you yesterday, you and Kimmy yesterday on the chat about what you all are doing, and I respect the fact that you all are putting your lives out here, risking your lives, to help other people during these times. I appreciate you being a nurse, and I'm proud of you. Believe that. Me and my sister, our birthdays are in June. Yes, everybody, please definitely show her some love, because she is, when I say she's a caretaker, somebody that truly, genuinely cares about people that she takes care of. She doesn't just do it for the money. She does it because she really loves people. She really does. Now, she was saying up above, Antoine, that was for you. Hey, Terry, welcome to the chat. She says, sis, Antoine is on meds to help with anxiety, sleep disorder, and other mental disorders. Hydroxyzine treats itching, and sleep disorder. And sertraline is another name for Zoloft. Oh, I didn't know that. Not sure if you. No, I never took Zoloft. I never took Zoloft. I never took Paxil. I never took Prozac. Never. And Erica, I don't want to tell your business. Well, But mental illness, it kind of runs in our family. My sister, if you want to talk about it, Lynn, she has panic attacks. I don't know. Do you still have your panic attacks as well? And do you still deal with depression? Eric said I was getting help for anxiety and depression, and my doctor wanted to prescribe me medication. I stopped going to my sessions because I was afraid of the side effects. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, just my personal opinion. And again, I'm not a doctor or a nurse. I wish that I would not have allowed them to take me to the level that I allowed them to take me to. I think that more than 2 pills was too much, let alone 22 pills. Yeah, if you can make it without the medication, again, I'm not licensed with this. I don't want to tell anybody to stop taking their medication, but I can say that I feel much better. Again, everybody, please, please, please give my sister Erica, I call her Lynn, that's her middle name. Give her some love because she's out here. She's one of the ones that's helping people during this time. She actually is in Texas and she works at a prison. Yeah, I was telling them that yesterday. Yes, my sister is a hero, and so is her son. She has a son that was born on my birthday, and he works directly. He's in New York right now. He works directly with he works in the COVID-19 unit. Right, Erica? He's still in that area. That's right. Thank you, Harsh. That's very nice. Yeah, she is a hero, and nothing can fill the effort you make to save all peoples. Yes, that's absolutely true. As my sister said, I call her Lana. I'm just calling her Erica, so you all know who I'm talking about. It runs in our family. It started with our great grandmother and probably beyond, but a lot of people in our immediate family and outside family suffer from depression or anxiety. Yes, me and my sister both suffer from severe anxiety and panic attacks. I That was what I was taking. You know, I was on Klonopin for a very long time, and she still deals with depression and PTSD. We don't really get a chance to talk a lot, me and my younger sister, because her schedule is crazy with her being a nurse, and you know, we rarely get a chance to talk. And then when we do talk, we don't want to talk about depressing stuff. You know, we want to catch up on the good things that's going on in our lives together. The other day they gave me a concert, you all. They her and her son, he went back to Texas for the weekend, and they gave us a mini concert. They were doing karaoke. My nephew had on a wig. He was he did a 2-day concert. My sister joined in on the second day, and nothing made me happier. I mean, honestly, nothing at that time made me happier. I was having a bad headache, but I still enjoyed watching them. That's like the closest I'm able to see them because we don't live around each other. You have to check out the side effects. Yeah, sis, we do. We like to stay positive when we chat. Definitely. But that's my sister. She's a twin. She's a Gemini as well. She has a twin brother, my brother Eric. Well, and I think he's dealing with some depression majorly right now too, Lynn. Make sure you find out the side effects. Erica, could you suggest anything? Do you know any of the side effects of the medication he's taking right offhand? You get sleepy after you take them. I'm gonna tell you this. Seroquel used to have me walking into walls. I had somebody tell me yesterday that I hadn't talked to in a long time, that I started telling them about what I was going through. And she was like, I used to wonder why you would fall asleep on the phone. And I would stay on the phone just waiting for you to come back and say something. And she said, you would come back on the phone like 45 minutes later. I would have been hung up. But she said, I would come back on the phone like 45 minutes later or so and act like I had never stopped talking. And I was like, wow, it used to make me slur. It caused me very bad side effects. Bonafide said I had panic attacks and recurrent nightmares for a few years, witnessing 9/11 up close. In my case, time healed my thoughts. Thank goodness. And I told you, bona fide, that I left New York the day before 9/11. We drove to New York and we literally made it back the day before it happened. I woke up the next morning and they were like, they hit the Twin Towers. I saw it when they hit the first one, and then I actually witnessed when they were like, oh my God, they hit another tower. So I lived near, at that time, I lived near Sears Tower, and I could see Sears Tower, and I was, and I, thank you. Thank you so much, Harsh. Okay, I'll try to. Yes, that's her son. That's her son. She has very handsome sons. I used to call them Huey, Louie, and Dewey. The older two I call my Munchie Cheese because Erica, do you remember when you had a Munchie Cheese doll? I love my nephews. I love my babies. And my little sister's my baby too. Yes, he was the one that had all the different hairstyles, the cuts. Uh, he's eccentric like his auntie is. And I will, Harsh. I will. Thank you so much. Um, do you have? Could you put it in closed captioning, like in English, so that we can watch it? It was very nice to have you here. It was very nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. And don't let it be the last time. Subscribe to me as well, so you can come back to chats. Okay, Antoine. My sister is saying, "Hey, Eli." Not Eli. Hey, David. That's David. He's from Ghana. That's my my good friend. I'm so glad you're here. It's morning time for you though. Um, wait a minute. Okay, my sister was saying Seroquel and hydrox hydroxyzine. Am I saying that right? Probably not. Cause major sleepiness and can cause confusion. Definitely. Like I said, I used to sometimes fall down because I was on such a high dosage of Seroquel, and I had to take it throughout the day. And at night, I had to take like 300 milligrams. And walking into walls and stuff was not uncommon. Losing my balance, I fell in the tub several times. I've hurt myself several times. Seroquel is definitely not the a high dosage of it is not what you should do. You shouldn't be trying to move around once you take it. I'm so glad you're here. We haven't had a chance to talk. And the last time we did talk, I told you I didn't want to talk about the coronavirus or whatever because I was trying to protect my mind. I was trying to protect myself from having an anxiety attack or going through depression. And I'm gonna tell you this, in suppressing that and trying not to deal with it, I wound up having like 3 very bad breakdowns that I haven't talked to you about, David. So I don't want you to think that I was trying to be mean or being funny or anything. I was really just protecting myself because I know how I could fall. I could spiral down really fast, and it's no fun to be on my dark side. My darkness is dark. Lynn, what were you saying? Yes, I do too. Lynn said, well, I'm gonna say Erica while she's on here, but I call her Lynn. Everyone, please continue to be safe and stay home. Yes. I love you too. You have to get back to work. Oh, my baby. Screening people coming into the clinic for attempts to rule out coronavirus. Can everybody please thank my sister for coming into the chat? This is the first time. I didn't even know you were on my channel. Yes, the munchie cheese. Oh, you said yes to the munchie cheese. That's what I call my nephews. My little sister and my little brother both had munchie cheese dolls. If I could find a munchie cheese doll, I swear to God, I would just fall out. I would have to buy it. I'm gonna see if I can find one. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much for coming in. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you raised Kimmy to be just like you. And I mean, to be extra as F like me. I think he's a little bit more extra than me, but I think I was pretty extra back then too. Okay. You said yes, you love to find one too. A munchie chi down, right? They were so young when they used to play with those. I didn't have a munchie chi. I had a baby alive. Bonafide said all these psychotropic meds have horrible side effects. I agree. Lithium was the one that I was on, and I couldn't stop shaking. I tried to shake somebody's hand one time, and they knew what was going on with me. And when I told them, I had to be honest because we had just met at my studio, and I had to be honest because it was very evident. And he told me his story about being on lithium. After he told me his story, I weaned myself off of it immediately. I love you, sis. Keep doing what you're doing. You be safe. Everybody, please think this is my blood sister. Blood. I mean, like mother, father, same mother, father, not just same father, not just same mother. It's three of us that have the same mother and father. And then the rest is just, the same father. Okay, Terry, thank you for coming in. Terry, thank you so much. It's all good. That's why I started the chat earlier so more people will be able to come into it and talk. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of bad side effects. Okay, Lynn is saying, Erica Lynn is saying, take care of everyone and remember to continue to follow the COVID-19 precautions. She's dealing with these people firsthand. Her and my nephew are dealing with these people firsthand. I mentioned her in the video yesterday, that she's in Texas and, that she does what she does and her son followed in her footsteps and is doing the same thing. And they're really, they're putting their lives at risk for other people. I love you, sis. Let's video chat tomorrow if you get a chance. I know you're going to be tired, but if you get a chance, so I'm probably going to be tired too. but let's make time. Please, let's make time. Life is too short. Bonafide said, thank you so much for your life-saving work. Even before this time, I've always had the utmost respect for nurses and regarded them as the unsung heroes of society. Much love, much respect. Yes, indeed. And my sister is one of the ones. Did I say this before she came in the room? She's one of the ones that truly doesn't do it for the money. It's not for the money. I mean, I'm sure she makes good money, but she truly takes care of people because we were talking about like senior homes and different places where people that are in the field that don't do really what they're supposed to do, or they just do it, to get a paycheck and they're not really into it. My sister genuinely enjoys helping people. She really does. You're off Saturday? Me too. Let's chat. I'm off every day. Every day I'm off. Oh, blessing. Welcome. Okay. I love you. I wish I could hug you. I wish I could hug you. Seriously. I miss you. She was supposed to come up here before all this stuff happened and surprise us, and things changed. So we were both pretty sad about that. I love you so much. I'm about to call, and I do that all the time. I call Isis, Erica, or Lynn, and I call my sister, my daughter's name, but mostly I call my daughter my sister's name all the time. I don't know why I do it, but I do. You surprised me. You made my night, sis. You really made my night. I didn't even know you ever came to my channel. I didn't even know you knew about my channel. Thank you, sis. Be safe. Please, please, please be safe. Before you leave, could you just tell people about the mask thing or whatever? Is it really, are the masks that people are out here wearing? Because I was telling them that your mask and Rakim's mask are different than the ones that I see a lot of people wearing. Are these masks that people are out here wearing actually protecting them? Yes, you are. And likewise. And again, like I said, I don't care if you're just 3 years younger than me, you will always be my baby. Always. You always be my junior sister. So I mean, I have a protecting spirit, a very nurturing spirit. And I take care of my babies. I take care of my babies. Oh, this was a pleasant surprise, truly. Yeah, my sis works hard. My nephew is at work right now too. He was on the video. Oh, I didn't show everybody that video from my daughter's birthday, but you've seen him in the video. If you haven't, please check out the video compilation that I did of people with natural dreadlocks and stuff like that. He was in both of them. He's rocked so many hairstyles. Oh my God, he's a star. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, I don't know how safe these masks are that people are out here making, or how safe our masks are. I just been wearing them because here, you know, it's pretty soon they're gonna make it so that we have to. And Erica, before you leave, yeah, and Skokie, they can't go into stores, they can't do anything. People that work at stores and stuff, they have to have on masks and stuff now. But around where I live at, they I've been around people that work behind the cash register that don't have on a mask or gloves. Okay, she's saying that they have and you can look this up, you all, if you all want to see the mask that they're wearing. They have an N95 mask. They are more protective, but what people are wearing are sufficient. Some of them are the best thing to. Okay, some of them are. What people are wearing are sufficient. Some of them are. The best thing is to keep your social distance and wash your hands. Yeah, definitely. And yeah, that's one of the things that I haven't had a problem with doing, is keeping my social distance. I will cross the street on you in a hot second. She said it's a barrier. Something is better than nothing. Thank you so much, Lynn, for coming in and giving information, because I did. I definitely, bona fide, you were here. Blessing, I think you were here too. And St. Louis was here. Definitely, heard me talking about my sister and my nephew. Yeah, because it's a lot of do-it-yourself masks, like Bonafide was saying, can depend on the quality of the fabric. Because a lot of people are using bandanas. They're just tying simple bandanas around their face. But I mean, it's like air and everything can still go up underneath of it. The only problem I'm having with the mask thing is I can't breathe. The one that I have, I can't breathe. The one that I received for, after I had pneumonia, it was like, I can't wait to get in the car and take it off. And I keep hand sanitizer in my pocket. I do wear the gloves or whatever while I'm in the store, and I turn them inside out and dispose of them, before I touch my car door. And then I get in the car and I use my hand sanitizer. I know you got to get back to work, Lynn. Thank you so much for coming in, sis. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hug my great nephew. Say hey to your husband that I haven't met yet. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, everything is good. My Okay, she said we're breaking out. We are breaking out from our PPE, face breaking out from the mask and sweating, etc. See some of the things that the people who are working the front line have to go through. Breaking out. That alone itself, just trying to help other people, the fact that they have to wear masks and everything, and now now she has to treat her skin or find some things, some remedies and stuff to help her skin. Oh, Bonafide. That's my sister who I was saying did the did the G bombs. Remember when I started busting up laughing and cracking up? And she was saying it was nasty or whatever. She had made the smoothie and she was saying she couldn't drink it. That's my sister right there. And I was cracking up and I was laughing. I was like, she should have called me instead of texting me. But Lynn, make sure you're drinking your smoothies and stuff. Make sure you're putting your nutrients into your body. And keep moving. I know you move fast. One thing I can say about you, you don't have to exercise because you walk fast enough to she walked like she has roller skates on. She walked like she got wheels on her feet. She moves very fast. Love you. Mm. Mm. Okay, Bonafide said the mask that I have dries out my mouth, most likely because it filters out the water vapor in the air. This is likely a definite sign that it's effective to filter out viruses. You need strengthening. Get your detox drink on. Now you can go to my community post and see the two different detox drinks that I posted. Love you. Talk to you later, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Mwah. I love you. Wait till I tell mom. Wait till I tell mom that you were up and came on the chat. I'm gonna call her tomorrow. I tried to call her today. She didn't answer the phone. Thank you. Get back to work, sis, and protect yourself. And we're gonna have our bodies together. Hopefully, who knows? We might be able to see each other in June and celebrate our birthdays together. Are you all seeing this? She's saying that her mask causes her lips to peel, and she works from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. She does this for 12 hours. Well, she's always been known to work doubles all the time. He said, make sure you think. Bonafide. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. He said, make sure you drink your G-Bomb smoothie. That's right, Erica. Make you another smoothie with beans, greens, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. And let me know how to work out again. You think we'll see each other this summer? I mean, honestly, do you think this will be over? I'm praying that we do see each other. He said, I'm working. No, don't make it into no smoothie, girl. I told you, don't put it all into a smoothie. Good night, Belle. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. And you stay safe as well. Okay. I'm hoping. I'm hoping and praying that, all of this is lifted by September. I mean, by September, by June, because I celebrate every day of June. And honestly, I might start celebrating in May. But the thing is, the things that I like to do, I can't do. But I'm gonna make the best of it. Maybe I have a virtual birthday party. Bonafide, we can celebrate our birthdays on the internet. Okay, see you, sis. I love you too. Thank you for staying on as long as you did. I know you're on your break or whatever, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I love you too. Very much. I'll tell mom you said hey. Bonafide is saying, is there any way that you can apply an additional layer, perhaps a layer of satin or silk on the inside of your mask to protect your skin? I think she had to leave, Bonafide, because she's at work right now. Okay. Yeah, I think she's about to leave because she was on break. She gets off Oh, you talked to mom? Okay. Yeah, I asked Rakeem when he came over here the other day how she was doing. She said, we'll talk about it. I'll tell you about it when I talk to you. I'll talk, yeah. Oh, Bonafide, she said it will cause more moisture in the mask by adding satin or silk inside of it. In the mask. It will cause more moisture in the mask. Yes, David. David, okay, again, David is from Ghana, and I appreciate you looking out for me and my daughter and getting us some beautiful pieces made. And one day, when things are better, you'll be able to get to the post office and I'll have my first set of beads from Ghana. Boosting your immune system is very important in observing social distancing, regardless of putting on masks. Right. Definitely the social distancing. David, with you being in Ghana, I always call him King David. David, with you being in Ghana, could you tell us what's going on over there as far as how are things operating over there? I mean, are you all under quarantine? I know you told me something. You were talking to me about something, but I didn't know for sure, like, if you all were being affected the way that we are. So how is it over there? How are things going over there? Do you have like a curfew? Do you have a lot of cases of what's going on? Because right now, currently in Chicago, I just looked it up before I got online. We have over 10,000, which is probably a diluted answer. But we're supposed to have over 10,000 each day. I watch it; it's going up like at least 1,000. So we have over 10,000 and something people that are what do you call it? Positive. So I'm just curious to see how things are going on in Ghana. Oh, y'all, I see a shadow on the back. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you for sending my sister some love. And that's so funny because we were just talking about her yesterday. I almost fell out my chair laughing, talking about the G bombs. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you thumbs up as you come in. Feel free to talk about whatever it is that you would like to talk about. Let us know where you're from, what's going on in your world. You can talk about whatever. You can talk about your relationship. You can talk about your non-existent relationship, the relationship you want to be in, but can't be in because of the way things are going. Just any topic, anything that you all would like to talk about. Again, this is not like my Sunday chats where um you're not limited to what we could discuss. And I'm very open now to talking about the coronavirus. Because I see by not talking about it, it caused me to have some breakdowns and I need to talk about it. David, are you still with us? Is David the only person from out of the country? Is anybody else in here from out of the country? Please let it be known and let us know what's going on in your world. What's good? Anybody got any good news? Has anybody had anything positive besides? I think that everybody, this is something I've done for a long time and it's helped me out. Gratitude. Gratitude. There's so many people that don't even have what we have. And we take for granted a lot of the things that we have. And sometimes you don't realize it until you can't buy a roll of toilet paper. And some people, I mean, some people have never been at liberty to have toilet paper, period. In parts of Nigeria, it's like certain parts you're using the bathroom outside. That I know for sure. Thank you, Bonafide. Thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted my sister to be in the video. Maybe she'll be in my next one because she has beautiful, beautiful hair. She loves to cut it off. She's wearing it long, I think, now. Yeah, her hair is pretty long right now. But when she wears her hair natural, she has like very, very pretty hair. And she's my sister. We look alike. No, just, well, we do look alike. Okay, David is telling us in Ghana, things are very calm, but some of the cities are partially locked down. Those going for official duties are being allowed to go out. Are you able to go out? Are you working currently right now, David? How are things with you? How are things in the area where you are? Are you still able to go to work, or is it to the point that a lot of businesses are closing down there, or what's going on? And let people know exactly from where in Ghana you're from. I love my David. He knows that very much. I think you stopped talking to me when I said I can't talk about the coronavirus, or I don't know. But hit me up tomorrow for sure. Well, today for sure. I apologize if you think I was trying to be rude. I wasn't. I was just really protecting my mind. Okay, it's 13 people in the chat. Does anybody else have anything? We don't have to just talk about the coronavirus. We can talk about, different things we can do to while we're in the house, while we're here. What are you all, what are you doing at home? Okay, David says so far Ghana have recorded 643 cases. That's low, very low. That's good. 83 recovered, which is good, and only 8 deaths. That's excellent. I know you hit me up like very urgently when you found out about New York, and then when you found out about Chicago, and I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to talk about it. I really wasn't. I was scared that I was gonna have an anxiety attack, a panic attack, or so, or spiral down into depression, which I wound up doing anyway. Um, but now I'm open. I'm open to talking about whatever. Oh, and David, just so you know, I'm not doing the Sunday chats anymore for a while. I don't know if I'll ever do them again, but I will be doing these late night. Well, for us, late night chats or whatever. As long as things are the way they are, and I can't go to sleep, I'll be up doing these late night chats, and hopefully, it's helping others to be able to lay down and go to sleep and get some rest or whatever. And then it seems like at this time of night or this time of the morning, the connection, the technology is a little bit, the technical issues are not here. During the daytime, seems like a lot of live chats have technical difficulties, including myself. On Sundays, I was having some technical difficulties. Yes, definitely. Am I voting? I vote every year. Absolutely. And if you don't, you exercise your right to vote. I feel like you really should. That's just my personal opinion, though. Some people don't believe in voting because they don't believe their vote counts. I do not want Trump in office again. I do not want him back in office. I don't see what he's done for us, period. I vote every year. Okay. David said, my city is locked down and we're all in self-quarantine. You're very fine and doing good, and you're not going out for work, always indoors. I'm so sorry to hear that. What are you doing to keep your mind occupied, David? What are you doing during these times? I mean, are you in that? Because I never knew your situation as far as your living. Do you have other people that you live with? You know, how are you keeping your sanity together? Okay. Bonafide said, I have some good news, not for me, but for one of my favorite YouTubers, also from Chicago. Represent Shine with Plants. The mother and wife, I forgot her name, is pregnant with her second child. That's always beautiful. That's always, children are just like the greatest gifts that you can ever be blessed with. It's the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, having my daughter. I never thought I would have children. I used to claim my sister's children. I used to say those were my sons, just because I never thought I would have kids. I always said that when I was younger, I was always like, I wouldn't bring kids into this cruel world. And now I'm seeing that I thought the world was cruel then, and I didn't want to bring a child into the world. But now I'm seeing how bad things really are. But I'm very, very grateful that I was blessed with one. I wanted two, possibly three, but I did start at a later age. Not saying that I'm too old to have them now. I still have all my organs and all my. I could still have children. I'll just put it to you like that. But I just don't think it would be fair for me to, at 50, have a child. I don't think I would have the energy to give them like I'm able to give to my daughter. The only thing, that's cool that somebody is pregnant, but the sad part is I know a lot of people that are having babies, and it's like, not being able to have like the father come in and see the ultrasound or whatever, not being able to come go to the visits and stuff, and also I don't think they're able to be inside of the room when they had. I'm not 100% sure. I've been listening to this girl Keisha and Jeremy. Keisha, it used to be Keisha Kaylee, Keisha Anderson. um but they're saying that they're not gonna be able to like have them come to their appointment. Well, not, they can't. Period. Have them come into their appointments and stuff. They want as minimal amount of people around. Period. So I'm not sure if they're allowing them to come in for the birth. Oh, good. Yeah, I've been doing that too, Eric. Using the quarantine to teach your kids how to cook. How old are your children? Children are definitely miracles. Again, I mentioned it yesterday. I don't know what my life would be like if I didn't have my daughter. I would honestly, I'm gonna say this. I probably would be in some like terrible relationship, or single still. Just, I don't know. I have no idea. No, there's no telling. I used to be pretty wild back in the day. I did. Long before my daughter was born, though. Having her has made me a very unselfish person. I used to be very selfish as far as my time, and I don't know, my time was just very valuable, and I chose not to really share like a lot with people back in the day, except for my family. Okay, what was awful? You hadn't heard about that, about as far as uh not being able to go to the appointments and stuff with your wife or your child's mother. Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about it on YouTube that are pregnant. For some reason, I gravitate towards a lot of channels of people that have like multiples, like that have twins, or um that have young babies. I live vicariously through them, because still deep in my heart, I still have like that feeling inside of me that wants to have another child, but I know that it would be so unfair for me. I'm not in a position. I'm not in a position financially, which you're never really 100% in position financially. I'm not in a position to bring another child into this world and give them everything that I've been able to bless Isis with. And I still haven't been able to bless her with a lot of the stuff that I would love to bless her with, as far as like travel, like extensive traveling and stuff that I used to do before. Yeah. Yeah. This girl is and it's been said at different places, but I know for sure this girl, she lives in Georgia, and the father is not being able to. She had to bring home, the little paper, the little ultrasound thing, the slip that they give you to show your baby and everything. They're not allowing fathers to go in as far as the hospital visits. Now, as far as like the actual birth, I'm praying that they can go in for the actual birth, because I don't understand why the father couldn't be there to support somebody. I think that would be like the hardest thing in the world, for you to be giving birth and can't have your loved one there, your husband, your boyfriend, or whoever. Oh, okay, 18, 16, 11, 8, and 6. Wow. Eric, how is everything going having 6-year-old twins? I love multiples. Like I said, my brother and sister are twins. A lot of twins are in our family. 18, 16, 11, 8. How is the 16-year-old? I'm trying to see. My daughter is 13, and I'm just trying to see how well is your relationship with like the teenagers. I'm just getting into, my daughter just turned 13, so I'm just getting into the teen years. And I'm sitting back like, oh God, I hope she's not like I was as a teenager. I was rough. I was very rough. She seems to be quite different from me, which is a blessing. I was out here getting good grades and stuff, but I was doing things my way. 6-year-old twins, you're blessed. But how is it being in the house? Does the 18-year-old live with you? Cause see, I was gone. I was at 18. I was out of the house. I was out of there. How has it been, just like having to homeschool and deal with having children, that, the amount of children that you have in the house together? And this question I'm posing to Eric or anybody else that has children. Night night, St. Louis. Thank you so much. You promised you would come back, and I'm so glad that you did. Thank you. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow early, because I know, I'm gonna be tired again in the morning when I have to. I think tomorrow I'm just walking the dog. I'm not doing the runs. No, I have a store run I have to make. But I know I'm not going to sleep after the chat. I'm gonna watch some television. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for subscribing and coming in. I appreciate it. Please, yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, probably at 11:55 Central Savings Time. Hopefully, as long as I get up. Today I got up a little bit earlier, so I started the chat earlier. Sleep well. Thank you, my fellow night timer. I told you I had to take the insomniac thing off. Um, my video was flagged. It was marked as something that was not suitable for something that wasn't suitable for ads, and it came from the title. But then when I had it reviewed, they went ahead and monetized it. But I just had another video that was marked as it has been up. It's been up for a few weeks, and and they tried to slap me with a thing saying that it wasn't suitable for viewers if you would like for their ads or whatever, and if I would like for it to be reviewed or whatever, to click on this link or whatever, and I'm getting it reviewed now. But all it said was some stuff that I had already mentioned. It was talking about anxiety, how coping with anxiety and depression during this time. It wasn't like I was talking about selling sex or something like that. I could see that being flagged, but it wasn't nothing in the title. But again, these are computers and they have tags that they look for, whatever. So I'm changing the name of the chat just to a late night chat for those who couldn't go to sleep. Rita, you've been kind of quiet. What's going on? What's going on in your world? Not smoothie. I got my water here. Make sure you all are filling up on your water too. Drink half your body weight and water daily. You're a single dad and all your children live with you? Now, are your teenagers girls? Because daughters, I think they act differently towards their fathers. I did. I totally acted differently towards my father, even though I knew he was out here bogus. And my relationship with my mom was sketchy when I was a teenager. I don't think I really appreciated her fully until I became an adult, and definitely when I had my own child. I felt like she was kind of, I don't know, not really invasive. She let me do what I wanted to do, but I was a very rebellious person. I was a very rebellious teenager. I was like, well, I'm getting good grades, so if I come in the house at 1, 2 o'clock, as my grandmother used to say, there's nothing open at 2 o'clock in the morning. Besides this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, thanks for waiting up. Because when my parents got divorced, we got a house with my grandmother, and she used to wait up for me, and I used to come in late. And she'd be sitting in the window and say the same thing. There ain't nothing open this late at night. She used to crack me up. I miss her so much. Wow. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would have spent more time with her. She taught me how to be the person that I am. She taught me how to, A, save some money for a rainy day. B, not to take no mess off people. And she was a partier. My grandmother used to party hard. I used to always tell her, you just mad because you can't go out with me. When I would come in the house late at night, you just mad because you can't do the things I do. And now I miss her like crazy. That's cool. I respect the fact that you take care of all your children. They all live with you. That's great. I think that girls, for me, I think that girls have a better relationship with their father, no matter what. You know, your teens are girls. Okay, that's cool. Yes, you cannot mention that. Definitely not in the title. Bonafide is saying that I've been hearing that any chats mentioning coronavirus are being demonetized. So that might be it. Some people have been getting around it by calling it CV. Yeah. I think that if somebody, well, I'm not gonna put it out there because I don't want people getting ideas. But right, definitely, you're not supposed to have it in your title. And that's why I always was saying at first, I was like, that thing or what's going on. But like I said, they tried to not monetize my video yesterday, and all it said was insomniacs. It's a late night, or it said insomniac chat or something, and they tried to not monetize it, but they wound up monetizing it. Yeah, I heard that you definitely are not supposed to. You've been doing a lot of writing and reading, just trying to keep it together. 1 second at a time, Rita. 1 second at a time. I want to get back into my writing, but honestly, right now, and it's probably a good time to get back into it. But a lot of the stuff is dark that's in my mind. A lot of the stuff is dark. And I was used to writing dark things, but I'm really trying not to be on that level, that page anymore. Oh yeah, that was the title of something I was writing that I wanted to write yesterday. It was called My Darkness, because a lot of people they are clueless to how far the depression in my life can be, and how dark it can be, and how harsh it can be. So I was gonna write something about my darkness, and I probably still will. I probably need to, because things can get real dark. Did David leave? David, are you still here, or did you go? I know you didn't leave me without saying goodbye. But if you did, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow. Well, today. I know a lot of people are reading, and that's good. A lot of people are reading. Any good books you have, Rita? I'm trying to find this book that I have that I really want to get back into. I want to read it again. I like reading about I like reading a lot of self-help books, and I like reading what can you say? What would I call it? Self-help books that help you to remain from speaking negative things into existence. I like to read about stuff like that, or I like watching stuff on television that's just like, because it reminds me daily not to speak negative things into existence. I try to catch myself as much as possible, but it's hard. It's difficult. Okay, well, we're not gonna talk about it then. Bonafide. You about to crash. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for being the first person in the chat as well. Thank you, Antoine. Congratulations on being able to go back to work. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on starting back working. That's wonderful. Yeah, well, Bonafide, thanks for saying that. So we won't be saying that word. Let's just call it the C word. Even if you mention the word, okay. Yeah. I've been trying my best not to. I think today, it's a possibility that I did mention it more than I probably should have, especially when my sister jumped in on the chat. So yeah, let's not use that. I don't want this video to not be monetized. I mean, it's already bad that I hardly get anything for doing videos besides the connection with people. But as far as money wise, if I had to depend on this for money, I would be homeless. Yeah. Welcome to whoever just came into the chat. Make sure you thumbs up. And if you choose to, please subscribe. Share the videos on the channel. Oh, my daughter is still up. It's 2 o'clock. She has homework to do in the morning. I have to wake her up at 10 o'clock so she could do her homework. Antoine, thanks for coming in, and make sure you sleep well. Isis, you okay? Could you do me a favor? Ice, can you just take my cup, my smoothie cup, and rinse it out, wash it out real good for me? I have my water by the side. Can you just wash this out real good for me? Thank you. Stephen King? Okay. Yeah, I like health books too. Now, as far as history, um I like watching, like, not reading about, not to say that I wouldn't read about, but I like reading about I like to read like scientific books, dealing with like ancient aliens and stuff like that. Like, that's one of my favorite shows, watching ancient aliens. I like documentaries too. I mean, as far as television, I like documentaries, or I like reading books where people talk about their lives, and um, where they're open and candid about things that they've been through and how they got out of it and stuff like that. Okay, Bonafide said, I'm about to get into this very easy to follow guidebook about the chakras. We have like several books here, because my daughter, she works with crystals, and so do I. And I just purchased her a book for Christmas about chakras. It's very good. And that's another thing, we buy a lot of crystals and stuff according to our needs, and her altar is set up is beautiful. Her altar is really nice. Um but the fact that we can't go to, like, I mean, this, I hope that this place doesn't go out of business, because it's one of my favorite crystal stores. Um but working with your chakras is definitely a good thing, and it's easy. I mean, it's simple. My daughter is currently working with trying to open her third eye, and I'm hoping she achieves what it is that she desires. That's good, Eric. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, it actually saved my life. Uh Doing natural healing and not taking medication. Seriously. Back to Eden. Back to Eden. Where's my paper? Okay. It's Back to Eden. Back to Eden is a natural healing book. Some books I'm gonna just download on my iPad. Is that a natural Eric, is that a natural healing book? Honestly, I think that's the way to go, period. I really do. I mean, depending on people's circumstances, I don't like to put it out here like, don't take don't take medication, don't do this, because I'm not at liberty to do so. I would hate for somebody to do what I was able to accomplish, and then, it renders them sick, or renders them to do something that they wouldn't ordinarily do. Like, there's some people out here that hurt you, that's dealing with mental illness and paranoia and stuff like that, and will hurt you. Some people may need, like, their medication, especially if they've been on it for a long time. But I was on medication for what, 15 years. I think this is my 16th year dealing with the anxiety and the panic attacks, but I did stop a year ago. So, and I get again, because of the memory loss, sometimes, a lot of times, I get the timing and stuff mixed up. But I do know that I started having the panic attacks. I'm 16 and a half years in as far as growing my dreadlocks. So I started having the panic attacks when I started. Well, my dreads had already started. So chakra healing, we don't have that one. Chakra healing. Thanks, Bonafide. Thank you, Eric. It's funny because I have my books in my bed. I do a lot of studying about crystals and stuff. I have so many crystals, it's crazy. My daughter, she just has like a handful. I didn't want her to be overwhelmed, and I let her go to the crystal shop and pick out the crystals that she's attracted to. And then they have like different things that they help you with. And they also, what I love about this crystal store is the first crystal store that I went to where they actually gave you like a little card. They give you a little bag and they give you a card on each one of your crystals. They let you take a picture. They lay the cards out on the table. They put your crystals on top. And of course, you got to go home and, charge them and cleanse them and everything. And they let you take a picture so you'll know which crystal is which if you're not really into crystals. But crystals are healing. I have a crystal, I have a quartz right here by me. And this is a pendulum. It's a pendulum. And I can ask it questions and it guides me. And some people are not into this. I know it's not a lot of people's things, but it hasn't failed me. But one time it guides me with a lot of things. I ask it questions and it rotates around like different ways. If I ask it a question. So if it goes clockwise, the answer is yes. You have to ask yes or no questions. If I ask a question and it goes clockwise, that means the answer is yes. If it goes counterclockwise, it means the answer is no. And honestly, the amount of years that I've been using this crystal, I keep crystals around me too when I'm online because it could be a lot of negativity on the internet. But it hasn't failed me. It really hasn't failed me. I would say maybe one time, and maybe I wasn't asking the right question, or maybe it may have been the way I asked the question. But not that I'm putting the universe out or like not believing in God or anything and worshiping a crystal. It's not that. Crystals come from the earth. And so I do, I do it. I say, God, please let me know that this is okay to do. And I've been doing it since my 20s. My daughter started off young. She's very advanced, way more advanced than I was. Okay. It's about using herbs to heal. And that was one of the things that I loved about our Sunday chats is that we talked a lot about that. I still want to I don't know. It just for me, Eric, it just got to the point where I just felt like how can I put it? Like people wasn't really getting it or thinking that because I was talking about how well I was doing or how well I was healing, like I would get negative comments or negative thumbs downs and all that type of stuff, which I have pretty thick skin, but I was just like, why am I entertaining? Why am I giving out all the information and stuff that I know? And, it's always somebody that is not really feeling it. And most of the videos that I put out, if you check out some of my videos, I do have a lot of videos out about health and what I went through and dealing with anxiety, panic disorders, all that type of stuff, and how I brought myself back out of it through eating and using food as medicine. Because I truly believe that herbs heal, and definitely, what you put into your body, can change your body chemistry. You can have some chemical imbalance and stuff a lot of times with some of the things that you put in your body. Back to Eden. Okay, Bonafides, you know about Back to Eden? It's a classic. You've first heard about it back in the 80s or the early 90s. Okay, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm so glad that I just have like one or two runs. It seems like the days go by so fast now. I can't believe it's the middle of March. No, April. It's the middle of April. My daughter, her birthday was just on the 4th, and now it's like the middle of April. And I'm praying, selfishly praying, honestly, that this is over before summer. I just want to be able to go to the lake. That would be like a great birthday present for me to be able to invite some friends to hang out at the lake or go on a friend's boat or something and just hang out like all night, And I know that sounds selfish because so many people are losing loved ones. I've lost some people. I lost 3 people in the past month. So, It does sound kind of selfish about me just thinking about my birthday, but I'm sorry, I am, because it's a big birthday for me. It's my 50th birthday coming up, so that's a big one. I'll never be 50 again. Every decade I felt that way. I feel like that about all my birthdays, but every decade it was just like a big deal for me. But this one right here, because so many of my friends didn't make it to 40 or whatever, just making it to 50 this year, it's like a real big thing to me. Really big. But now Bonafide, you have me want to go through my chakra healing book. Actually, it's Isis book, but I felt like she wasn't reading it fast enough, so I started. Ooh, sometimes you just gotta stretch. Anybody ever get those bear hugs? There's somebody that just gives like a real bear hug, a good hug, and you feel it and it cracks your back. Oh my God, I need one of those right now. I need a serious hug right now to help crack my back and to release some stress. It just seems like you could just breathe. You just like, my nephew came over here the other day, and like I said, I don't touch anybody's hair, but besides my daughter's and my own. But he was in dire need, and he wanted to start growing dreadlocks and stuff. And when I say a hugger, he's a hugger, and oh God, it felt real good getting a hug from him. Cause my daughter give me side hugs. She be like, so she had told me when she turned 13, she was like, I don't do hugs anymore. I give high fives. I was like, girl, quit playing with me. Do not play. Is anybody in here in a relationship or anything? And if you are, has the relationship been strained since, a relationship where you're either away from the person or you're living with the person? How have you been affected by either having to be with them all the time because you're living in the same house, or not being able to be around them because they live in someplace else and you can't travel to go see them? Bonafide, you say you know exactly how I feel. Birthdays, yeah, that are multiple of 5 or 10 have always been special to you. So a birthday that's 5 times 10 is extra special. Yes, we're 1970 all the way. 1970, both of us. So this one is really, really a special. When I turned 40, that was a very special birthday for me. Every day is special, but birthdays, yeah, I feel like they should put my birthday on the calendar as a holiday. That's how I feel about it. April 2nd. My daughter's birthday was April 4th. Oh, happy birthday to your twins. And your 8-year-old just made 8 today. Happy birthday. Make sure you tell them I said happy birthday. That is so cool. How are things though? Being how long have you been a single dad, Eric? If you don't mind me asking. And how are things? How is it? Because you have twins. You have a nice amount of children and a nice variety of ages. Is it difficult, or with you having like an 18-year-old, 11-year-old? I think you said 18, 16, 11. Then the twins 6, and then you have an 8-year-old. So the 18 and 16-year-old can actually help you with the younger ones. How are things going with that? And I'm hoping that more people do find like herbal remedies to help fix problems. I'm trying to find an herbal remedy for my eyesight. Seriously. If I eat one more carrot, No, I really need to see. I procrastinated. I messed myself up. That's one thing I got to stop doing. I've done it all my life. Um, I procrastinate, and now I can't go to the eye doctor. I was supposed to go in January. That was my thing. That was my main goal, to go to the eye doctor. And honestly, I didn't go, and now I don't know when I'll be able to get an appointment to go. And if I take off when I take off my glasses, I really cannot see. I really cannot see good at all. I need to get a new prescription. I need to find out if I have astigmatism or whatever, because again, driving at night or being out at night, I really cannot see anything but lights. Everything looks like a light. Like they used to say, remember that movie, Don't Go Into the Light? What was it saying? It was Carol Ann. It was like, don't go to the light, Carol Ann. Don't go to the light. It seemed like when I go outside at night, I'm always going into the light. That's all I see is light. What was that? Poltergeist. And that little girl, she used to be looking at the television and stuff. And they was trying to keep her from going into the light. One thing about Poltergeist, when they survived that, I remember when the mother came out of it, she came out of it with a gray streak. Some people don't think that can happen. You can. I've seen it. You can like go through like some really stressful times, and next thing you know, you have like a patch of gray. I'm totally like, I have a serious patch of gray right here, but my hair is gray all over. But I have a concentration of gray right in the center. And Lord knows I have been through some battles. They're here, right? Poltergeist was the lick. I had to watch that over and over again. That and E.T. Oh my God, E.T. was my movie. Oh, Phone Home. That finger. Oh my God, that finger used to scare me with E.T. I was young too, but I like watching it, and I love watching Poltergeist. Oh, matter of fact, I want to see Poltergeist too. If I could, maybe if I could go to sleep at night, I could do other. But you know what? It's so much stuff. Like I said, now since I'm at home and not at my studio doing work, I find so much stuff to do around the house. I've never cleaned this hard this much. You know what I mean? Like when I get off this chat, I'll probably go in the kitchen and start making. I already made her smoothies, ISIS smoothies for tomorrow. But I'll probably make up some detox drinks as well. Welcome to the chat. Whoever just came in, feel free to jump in and talk about whatever it is that you would like to talk about. Get it off your chest. Be free. I just want everybody to feel free tonight. And I am gonna do I'm gonna do these chats as long as I can't sleep. Please comment below if you enjoy these chats. I mean, I just started yesterday, but if you enjoy doing this late night chat and this is something that works for you, let me know. Let me know. I noticed that it's been, like different people coming in and out, and I like that because I like having new energy in the room. Sometimes you never know what the people are going to bring. Like my sister came in today. That was one of my sisters. I think Bonafide, my other sister, Leslie, she would come into the chats because she rocked dreads. Yeah. Yeah, I love Steven Spielberg. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, yes. Oh my God, you're taking me back. Steven Spielberg, phenomenal. Another movie that I liked, and may he rest. We were talking about, I think we spoke about him yesterday. I was telling you all how I met him, Robin Williams, when I lived downtown. Robin Williams had a movie out called Next Day Photo or something dealing with photo, and he used to work at the store, and he I forgot what the deal was with him, but he was infatuated with this family, and it was a lady and her kids or something. It was something. He used to give them like I forgot the whole movie, but if anybody has seen that 1 hour Bonafide, I can always count on you to be on point with stuff. 1 hour photo. Let me write that down because I want to see that again too. I haven't been able to really watch a whole movie in a long time. Hey, Hollywood Finest, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. How are things? I'm sorry. I'm just writing down some movies I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I'm gonna do these late night chats though, because it's a lot of people that can't sleep. I mean, that maybe normally would be able to sleep, but dealing with what we're going through until things go back to some type of normalcy. I'm enjoying the late night chats because no technical difficulties. We only had one troll come in yesterday. No need to have like moderators and stuff because I think that a lot of the people are asleep. I think it's a lot of children that were coming in, possibly in their sleep. You've been single 3 years now from a 15-year relationship. Um, all your kids are from the same woman. Great. My older children help out while you work. That's good. I love hearing that, Eric. I love that. Wow. And that's what's supposed to happen. I mean, the older children should help out, especially if they're still at home. I mean, again, like I said, I wasn't at home at 18, but the younger ones, my younger twins, they are just 3 years younger than me. So when I moved out, it was like they were 15. They were 15. So they didn't need me, really, anyway. You remember when it was out, but you didn't watch it? I didn't want to see Robin Williams in that kind of role. Yeah, because when you think about Mork and Mindy, he's always been funny and whatever, but that was a dark role for him, but he played his butt off in that movie. Yeah, he played his butt off in that movie. And it's so sad, and that's another reason why I love to speak out about, the things that I've been through, as far as the depression, as far as, the mental illnesses and stuff. Like my sister came in and said that, it runs in our family. It's a lot of people in our family. Um, I mean, when I say family, I mean like close family, not third cousin, not second cousin. They got it too. But the way that Robin Williams left, I mean, it's sad because you just never know. You never know. I would have never in my life thought that he would have left us the way that he did. It's so sad for somebody to be, you just never know when somebody really needs help or is miserable or whatever. And I thought that sharing stuff like that, being open, because it took me a long time to share that on YouTube, because I was like, okay, people are going to think I'm crazy. People are going to say very negative things, but it wasn't like that. And I just wish that more people were willing to help other people and talk about it, because in my family, it wasn't talked about. I didn't know for a long time that my great grandmother had mental illness. I didn't know that. It wasn't discussed. It was like taboo, especially in dealing with, our culture, I'm sorry, you all. Yes, he was an icon. I hate the way he left us. I hate the way he left us. I really do. Nobody should have to feel like that's the way. Okay, Bill Murray. Yeah, I like Bill Murray too. Certain movies you avoided that had him in some serious roles. How did you feel about Denzel in Training Day? How did you feel about him in Training Day? Because that was a role that was different. That was quite different. Um, Seeing him like that as opposed to a lot of roles that he play in. But I'm gonna tell you a very well-rounded. I'm gonna tell you two very well-rounded actors. Samuel Jackson. He has played anything and everything and done it. It has done it well. And dang, his name is at the tip of my tongue. Oh God, what is his name? Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker. Samuel Jackson has appeared in over 100 movies and has played several different roles. And I even, what was it, something 52, something. It was talking about the blue pill. Do you want the blue pill or the red pill or whatever? Seeing him in that kilt. I've never seen a man that could rock a kilt and look as good as he did. Oh my God. Those legs, that body. Samuel Jackson, he had it going on. I was like, okay, I like that. Yeah, we should definitely be more open about it because people are sick and need help, and since it was so taboo to talk about it, a lot of people didn't get the help that they needed and they're no longer here. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you so much. Bonafide said, I believe that nowadays mental health issues are becoming less and less taboo. Absolutely. Absolutely. But it took so long, even just talking about going to therapy and stuff, it's still people that's like, oh, that's for crazy people or whatever. People have a negative annotation about people going to see therapists. And I got extremely, extremely angry at my child's father when my child needed therapy. I got extremely mad at him when he had a visit and was saying, I'll be your therapist. You don't need to go to therapy, blah, blah, blah. He was just like knocking it real hard. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, now you done been locked up in an asylum. You have had massive panic attacks. You're still not well. What gives you the right to sit back and say that you could be somebody's therapist when you don't even have it together? You're somebody that doesn't even talk to your own family, your own mother, your own father, your own siblings and stuff, but you think that you're okay. I get angry every time I think about that. Trying to discourage my daughter against stuff that I was trying to help her with, so I had to limit the conversations he could have with her by himself. You saw bits and pieces of Training Day? Okay. You said definitely not your cup of tea. I've seen so many corrupt cops in real life that watching something like that doesn't do well on your psyche. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, Hollywood finance. It's like, wow. Sick people trying to or thinking that they're okay. And not only that, I mean, he wouldn't just do it, just on a regular level. It was like he'll wait and see her after being intoxicated and then think that he could be a therapist to her. Really? So you want to come through and be intoxicated, and now you want to be a therapist too. Okay. And you're making a lot of sense. Get out my house. Go. Get away. Very much in denial. Get away. Because you're sick. Very sick. I just have a problem. I mean, with people who if you know that your mother has had like 8 or 9 strokes, and she's not a bad person. I met her. She's not a bad person at all. She's a very nice person. And you don't talk to your mom at all. You don't love your mother. You don't love your father. You don't love your siblings. It's easy for you to detach and be away from them. And that's when I knew. I said, there's no possible way that he could ever love my daughter the way she deserves to be loved. Period. There's no way possible that he could ever give her the love that she needs. And my daughter even brought it up one day. She was like, she saw one of my friends at dance class, the way he was treating his daughter and the way he hugged her and what he said to her, and he kissed her and everything. And she was like, wow. She kind of made a comment like, I wish my dad was like that. And it's sad. It's sad. And I think that I take on a role and I overcompensate for that, for the lack of that. Even though my thing was I really just wanted to have a child. I didn't really necessarily want to have like a marriage or relationship or anything like that. I really did just want a donor, but I should have been more cautious and careful with who I um decided to do that with. You have to be you really got to find out people's backgrounds. I wound up learning so much about this person's background that I didn't know before. Yeah, I didn't know. That's why when people are like meeting on the internet and stuff like that, or even just meeting people on the streets these days, that's probably why I've been single for so long. It's probably why I've been single for so long. I don't trust people. I really don't. Especially having a daughter. Mm-mm. I really don't. And I've been single for a very long time. Bonafide said Denzel Washington had played in some, yes, wonderful roles. Yeah, I love John Q. I love Gloria. I love Malcolm X. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said, that he wound up getting an Oscar for Training Day out of all the other good roles that he played. Yes, Hollywood. I'm so glad you're in here. I see you too. I see your hair. I see you. Yeah. Her dad, he was in a mental institution, getting shot up with Thorazine, and decided to leave and get on drug, get back on drugs. These are like years before I found out all this information. Long after I had a child, a lot of this stuff was exposed by his family. You really never know. I had somebody tell me that had been in a 20-year relationship, and it was like, even after 20 years, it's still things that I don't know about this person that I'm with. Usually people start showing who they are after, like I always said, after 3 months, people really show you who they are. Sometimes sooner, especially nowadays, sometimes sooner. But to be around somebody or to be in a 20-year relationship and you really feel like you still don't know that person, or they flip on you, flip the script on you, it's kind of wild. I'm the type, like, I like having my own personal space. I like being by myself to a certain extent, but also I do miss the comfort of of knowing that somebody is thinking about me for real, like on a daily basis, or checking on me for real on a daily basis, or genuinely like caring about how I'm doing, you know, and I don't mean just friends. I got friends that's like that. My best friend is like that. I have family members like that. But just like a relationship, I mean, a companion, somebody that you're in love with that genuinely cares about your well-being and they hear you. You know, you don't have to say, I want a smoothie or I want or I like high heels or whatever. They hear you. You don't, it's nothing you have to repeat, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, bam. I remember when Jamba Juice was open, you know, it was like I wasn't making my own smoothies. Jamba Juice was the lick. And I had a particular person that knew that I loved that, and I didn't even have to ask for it. They just gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of person I am. When I am in a relationship, I hear people. I listen. Even not in a relationship, I hear my daughter, and when I hear certain things that I know that she likes or desires, I try to fulfill those desires because that's how much I care about her. Yeah, you need to know people's backgrounds, but there's some people out here that are, and I call myself being very educated and very street smart and very intuitive and everything. There's some people out here that can fool you, and you would never know. This person basically made up a whole life story that was not true. And I'm speaking about my child's father. A whole story that was not true. Made up where they was from, and there was no way I could find out until he disappeared. And then I found out the truth about a lot of things. I had a friend who recently got a divorce from an abusive marriage. She had only been married for a year and had only known him for about a year prior. I think, wow, I think that's a mistake that I've made over and over again. And that's probably why I enjoy being single to a certain extent. Um, I like I like my space, I like my freedom, and I like not having to have to deal with somebody on a daily basis sometimes. But mm, I can't deal with anything abusive ever again. Physically, emotionally, spiritually. I can't. I can't go through it again. Never. Never. I just can't. When I see a stop sign, I'm gonna stop. I haven't even tried to be in a relationship though in a very long time. But yeah, if I see a stop sign, back in the day I was just like I felt invincible and stuff. So I would see stop signs and stuff and be like, well, no, things can change or whatever. Things could be better or whatever, you know. Or this person is genuinely good. They have a good heart. Mm-mm. Nope. And it's a possibility. I mean, I'll be 50. It's a possibility that I may never be in another relationship. I don't know. I don't know. But if and whenever I do, I'm gonna be very, very, very cautious and do serious background checks and everything and find out as much information. And I'm gonna take things very slow. Oh, September 4th, 2020 would be 10 years. Wasteland. Okay. You need to hit me up. Are you hit me up on Instagram, Hollywood? I want to see your hair. I have a lot of pictures on Instagram too, with my pictures. Cause mine is down. I'm 16 and a half years in, and mine are down to my knees now. How tall are you? Just curious. And not to get off your subject, Bonafide. Yeah, it's sad about the abusive marriages and stuff or abusive relationships, and then especially like it's happening to younger teens as well. They're being controlled. Girls are being controlled or whatever, and boys too. I'm not saying that it's just a male thing that, you know, as far as the abuse, there are women that are abusive. I've been through it. I've been an abusive person before, but I've changed. But I think I was only abusive because of, how can I put it? I didn't like for people to lie to me. I didn't like for people to make up things. And when I would find out stuff, it made me very angry. And I was aggressive. I was extremely aggressive. My Instagram, you're 5'9". What is it? Wait a minute, I'm 5'8". Okay, you're an inch taller than me. Instagram, I'm Queen Abike Idowu. It's Queen_Abike Idowu. It's also in the description box. It should be on all my videos, but oh, and you know what? This is not a Sunday chat. You know how I was doing everything. I was just putting everything on the post, the community post or whatever. Bonafide, if you want to, you know, because I think it'd be something interesting for people to check out or whatever. If you want to give people your information that's on here, please feel free to go ahead. Or anybody that has a Pinterest or a YouTube channel or just anything, you know, a website or something. Again, this is not the Sunday chat. I had cut that out and just started doing like a community post or whatever, because a lot of people don't watch the whole videos and stuff, so they weren't able to see, you know, like the post that we were putting as far as people's information. So I just started doing a whole like community chat list of people's information, which I probably will put one out tomorrow too. But if you want to put Bonafide, if you want to put out your information so people can see all the black art and beautiful black people that you have on your Pinterest page, please go right ahead and put it up. So that's my Instagram page. I have a lot of pictures up there. But hit me up on Instagram, Hollywood. I find the age has and this is bona fide. I find that age has little to do with one's ability to enter into a loving relationship. It's all about your energy and outlook. I believe that being positive and confident goes a very long way. Yeah, it's a lot of people that are not, and you're right. I mean, it's some people that's in their 50s and their 60s and stuff that are not confident or, you know, comfortable in their own skin, and they'll try to break you down. There's some people out here that will genuinely try to break you down because you feel good about yourself and they don't feel good about themselves. Yeah, they're to my knees. You should see that if you go to my Instagram page. It should be like maybe probably like about the fourth or fifth picture that's up now that shows you from behind where my hair is. It's okay. Okay, Bonafide just put up his page, and Bonafide, would you like to tell what your page is about? What your page shows? Well, I did mention that it's a lot of beautiful um, black artwork and black people, black in general. I've been to your page several times, but it's yeah, it is hard to get it to find it too. But now since I'm locked into you, I'm able to just automatically go and find your page. But once you do get locked into once a person does get locked into your page, it's much easier to get to. Please do go ahead, Hollywood. Check it out, because you'll never be able to really see it on here because I'm always shooting from a laptop. I rarely my daughter, she shot a video of me Just showing some of the transformation I was going through or whatever. And I tried to get, all of my hair in it, but most of the pictures that you'll be able to see my hair on, I mean, totally, is on Instagram. I put more, I put it on Instagram, but I also share the post to Facebook as well. They need some Smurfberry juice. Yeah, it's a lot of people out here that don't feel good about themselves. So we're gonna give it like 10 more minutes, you all. I'm gonna try to lay down by 3. This is cool because I don't think I've ever done a 3-hour chat on a Sunday. I don't think so. I don't think, yeah, I don't think I've ever made it to a 3-hour chat. And we did a 3-hour chat yesterday, and we're almost at 3 hours today, which is cool because I like the interaction. It seemed like everybody in the beginning, nobody's really saying a whole lot, but after a while, people are really interacting. And, it's a lot to really talk about now. It's a lot. It's a lot going on in this world. Hollywood, where do you live? Where do you live, and how are things where you live at? I mean, you don't have to tell us directly where you live. I mean, but like what state or what city do you live in, and how are things going where you are? I don't know. It's just me, Bonafide, Hollywood. Is anybody else? Eric. That's another thing. I had lost a lot of my men, my emperors, on this channel for a while. But I'm glad to see you all back. We need some testosterone, more than mine. I got plenty of testosterone, but we need more testosterone in the room. And I enjoy having a balance because it helps because, women put out their views, and it's good to be able to have men, to our emperors, to put out their views as well. In the beginning, when I started my channel, I had a lot of guys that were on my channel, and then they just dwindled away. I don't know if it was because they cut their hair or what, since, I'm mainly a dreadlock channel. Okay, Bonafide is saying my Pinterest page is a collection of beautiful images that are conducive to promoting positive images of Black people to counteract so much negative propaganda put out there in the mainstream media. There it is. Dang, I need you as as my person to talk about what my channel is about. I like the way you put that. I really like the way you put that. Y'all, remember yesterday, Bonafide, when I freaked out about the light? And it was around the same time. Did you just see that? And I'm not tripping. Yesterday, when Empress Sahara was on here, we laughed about it or whatever. But did you just see that? My daughter's not in the kitchen. And it was around the same time yesterday. Oh, that's okay, Bonafide. We knew what you was. Yeah. And I just read it the way you said, but I knew what you were saying. But did anybody peep that? And I'm not tired, so it's not that. But it happened around the same time yesterday. Remember when I was tripping, I was like, I keep a weapon in every room in my house. I said, come on through. If you in my house, come on through. Something happening. My lights just did some strange things. Yeah. Yesterday. And it happened again. It just happened again. And my daughter is nowhere near the kitchen. And she wasn't yesterday either. But did you see it though? Oh, okay. Bona fide. It just happened again. That's weird. But again, come one, come all. You don't want this. Whoever, whatever, wherever. Whatever spirit, whatever. I need a lighter to light some of my sage. I done burnt this one almost all the way out. I have to get some more sage, you all. I was looking online and learning how to grow sage because all the places that I buy my sage from, and I'm not ordering it online, they're all closed. And I don't know if they'll be in business when things get back to some type of normalcy. Tell Casper, right? We don't need no interruptions, right? I freaked out yesterday. Wait a minute, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me one quick second. Oh, Lucky's sitting here like, come here, Lucky. Come say hi. Come on. Come say hi. Come on. He wants me to go to bed so bad. Come here. Say hey. Say hey, y'all. Say I'm up. I'm waiting on my mommy. This is my little protector. This is my man. Lucky Osiris. He needs a bad haircut. He's going through things right now. He's going through a lot because he can't get his hair cut. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in, Empress Christina. Thank you. You saw it. Thank you. Rita, I didn't even know you were still here, but you saw it too. Bonafide said, hey, Lucky. Yeah. Because yesterday I jumped when I seen it. And Empress Sahar, she started laughing. And I was like, no, what's going on for real? Wow. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you, Christina. Thank you so much. I'll probably put out a video tomorrow too, and I will be doing this live chat tomorrow because I'm telling you, my sleep. I've always had a problem with insomnia, but I never thought about getting online this late, you know. But I was honestly, I was doing my crystal work or whatever, and I asked my little pendulum, my crystal, should I do a live chat, you know, for people that are not able to go to sleep? And it was like, yes. And it was like a hard yes. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And honestly, I'm enjoying the freedom of being able to talk about, you know, different things that I wasn't talking about on Sundays. You know, I was trying to keep everything like, you know, that was a mode. You know, that was a mode. And, you know, as we evolve, it takes sometimes I get bored with things, and I like change is good. So right now, while we're all in the house and people can't go to sleep, change is good. And I just feel like this is this is something that a lot of people probably need. I mean, we're still up. And to be honest, you know, I'm really not ready to go. So if anybody does anybody want to rock a little bit longer? Yeah, I'm telling you, I seen it immediately. And this is the second time. And it seemed like it happened around the same time. It seemed like it happened around, I want to say it seemed like it happened around the same time because I know it was getting close to the time where I was saying, okay, we're going to get ready to end the chat, you know, probably in about 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Lucky, say hey. I'm not worried about it though. I'm really not scared. I used to be with stuff like that, but I'm really not. I'm really not scared about it. I know it's something spiritual, but you know, I know how to get rid of that too. I'm a little upset that I'm running out of my sage though, so I'm gonna have to learn how to grow my own. You want to stay on a little longer? Okay, cool. We can. Give me 1 second, please. Don't nobody leave. Give me literally 1 minute. I'm sitting Lucky up here. Ah. Hold on. Okay, I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. Okay, now y'all, the light is out. I turned the light off, right? Now if it pops back on, woo, catch it if it pops back on. And I think what happened this time, it just brightened up a little bit, like it. I want to say like it did yesterday. Yeah, I'm cool with staying on because I'm not tired, so I'm cool with staying on longer. I just didn't know who wanted to rock a little bit longer. My favorite cartoons, I love my two favorite cartoons have been the Flintstones and the Jetsons. The Flintstones and the Jetsons. What else did I used to like? And time, well, I take that back. I did like it at first. Tom and Jerry for a minute. I was in a Bugs Bunny a little bit too, but if I had to pick out two, definitely I would say the Jetsons because I never thought that I would live to see like some of the days, some of the things that went on in the Jetsons that we're experiencing now. It was like they knew that how we were going to be living. Come on, Lucky, make sure you protect mommy. Anybody else have anything? Any cartoons or whatever? Any childhood memories of stuff that they used to like to watch? I don't know if anybody, Bonafide, I'm sure you probably do. Um, do you remember Zoom? I used to like Zoom, Electric Company, definitely Sesame Street, long before Elmo came out. But definitely Sesame Street, Big Bird, Snuffleupagus, Oscar the Grouch. Um, who else was it? Cookie Monster. I loved all of them. You know what? I can't say. The Flintstones is based upon the honeymooners. I love the honeymooners. I always used to watch the honeymooners. I didn't know it was based on the honeymooners. So wait a minute, the Flintstones and the Jetsons wasn't a Saturday morning cartoon. I can't remember. I used to have to get up and do work. Reading Rainbow. Right. The Flintstones didn't come on Sunday morning. I can't remember. I told you my memory is shot. Christina, did you have anything you want to talk about? I don't know. The Honeymooners was good, and then I love Lucy. Does anybody remember Love American Style? I don't know why I turned that light all the way down. I just spooked myself out, and I don't know why. Love American Style was my show. And you know what's funny? The way that they used to show the things on Love American Style, to anybody that remembers back in the day, in the 70s, the way they used to show Love American Style. We were talking about Zoom as far as the program yesterday. I was talking about adding Zoom onto my computer so that we could all chat and see each other or whatever, which some people would be okay with that and some people probably won't, but those that would. But Love American Style used to be able to see like different situations going on, and it would be like in different blocks. Sometimes you'll see like it would be blocked off, and you would see like the different things that were going on, and then they'll focus on one or two. Does anybody remember that? You remember Zoom back in the day? I'm gonna zoom, zoom, zoom my Zoom. Yeah, Snuffleupagus. Yeah, I used to always want somebody else to see him. I used to get so mad. The Flintstones and Jetsons came on every day. Yeah, the Flintstones did come on every day. But I honestly, when I was growing up on Saturdays, that was the day my father was like, okay, get up, time to clean up. He was making sure that we had our beds like army style. He was making sure we cleaned up. That was the day that he would cook. And we had to do cleaning a lot of times in the morning. Trying to think of shows from back in the day, Christina. Yeah. It was another one. What was the one where the lady used to have the mirror and she used to be like, and I see Bobby and I see such and such and I see such, she used to have the little kids in the classroom. And then she was like, and I see this person, Becky, and I see blah, blah, blah. I used to always wait for them to say my name. And they never said my name. I was like, why? Bozo Circus. Bozo Circus was good. Yeah, Zoom was the bomb. I actually had a sibling whom I do not talk to anymore, but he was supposed to if my mother wouldn't have had the twins to care for, he was supposed to be on one of those television shows. I don't remember if it was Zoom or I want to say it was Zoom. Or another television show. He had also auditioned for the Big Mac commercials, and that's how I learned like what went on a Big Mac, because he would go around the house all day just doing a whole Big Mac commercial. What is it? Let me see if I can remember. If I can remember this would be wow, because I can't remember some things from yesterday. Big Mac. It used to go 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Remember that? They don't do that anymore. I don't think. I don't think they say it. Two. Let me see if I can say it again. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Yep, that's it. If I forgot anything, let me know. But that's that's what the Big Mac was. And you know what? I never had one before. Never in my life. Never. So, Romper Room. Romper Room was the one where I used to wait for the lady to say my name. She used to look through like this magic mirror or this magic thing, and it was like, and I see Bobby, and I see Susie, and I see Becky, which is my older sister's name. I see Becky, and I see blah blah blah. And I'm like, what about me? I'm here. Why you ain't gonna say? Why you not saying my name? That's like trying to find my name on a keychain, especially my real name. I mean, my Nigerian name. It'll never happen. You will never find a BK on a keychain unless you make it yourself. You can find Angel or Angelo. but not a BK or Abimbola. And you definitely will never find my last name on the keychain. Oh, my baby is still up. Isis, have you been noticing that the light in the kitchen been blinking? No. You left the light on when you went in there, though, right? Yeah, I turned it off. You turned it off? Yeah. When you left out the kitchen, you had turned it off? Yeah. She said she turned the light off. And y'all saw it. It was on. I just went and turned the light off. When you left out of there just a little while ago, you had turned the light all the way off? Okay, things are getting real. Yeah, I crochet. I tried knitting, but my tension was never on par. I couldn't. I'll start off good and it'll be nice, and the tension will be even by the time I got through. Whatever, like if I was trying to make a scarf or something with knitting, it'll go down into like a triangular shape. So I gave up on knitting, but I crochet. Isis. I crocheted her first blanket. I crocheted her 2 blankets, and I've crocheted a lot of people's baby blankets. And I used to crochet hats in the salon when business was slow and other people had customers or whatever. I would crochet hats for $10 while I would sit there. If I didn't have a customer, I'll sit back and crochet a hat like that. You said, yes, that was it. They penetrate those Big Mac ingredients deep into our skulls. Thank goodness you never ate Big Macs. It was something about that special sauce that when I heard the special sauce, I was real particular when I was growing up. I did not eat condiments. I did not like any condiments. No ketchup, no mustard, no nothing. And when they said special sauce, my mother never had to worry about me wanting anything like that. But she really wasn't big on taking us to places like that. When we were younger, she used to take us to this place called the Ranch Steakhouse. Or my parents did. Used to take us to this place called the Ranch Steakhouse. And Wendy's. Wendy's used to be better. And Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut used to be the real deal back in the day. Before Giordano's and Uno's and a lot of the places that we have here. Gino's East and stuff like that. Pizza Hut actually used to have that used to be the spot. It wasn't like a fast food place. It used to be like a real, like you going out to dinner. We going to Pizza Hut and it was like, yeah. Hollywood, you said you're the assistant manager for McDonald's. Crocheting is fun. I learned at 10. My aunt, she was very artistic. And she still is. She taught me ceramics, and I would go to ceramic class with her. You know what? Ice, you in your bedroom? Okay, I'm about to go turn. I don't know why I'm spoken out. Now that she told me that she had turned off the light, that just spooked me. You know what? Now's a good time. Now's a good time to learn. It's easy. It's easy to learn how to crochet. Only thing is now, if you don't already have like your hooks and your yarn and stuff, it's like, well, you could probably go to Walmart and get it. And they have books and stuff too. And you can learn online as well. But you could probably go to Walmart. But when I made my baby's blanket, I used some I went to a custom store, and I brought some really expensive, beautiful yarn to make her baby blankets. I still have them. I have them in my closet. And I made her a beautiful hat to go along with it. You said, Bonafide, you said it would have caused severe accelerated aging, Big Macs. And then Hollywood Finance said, oh man, I'm the assistant manager for McDonald's. The special sauce is Big Mac sauce, also signature sauce. I'm getting hungry. I didn't really eat today. I told you I had a salad. The special sauce is Big Mac sauce, also signature sauce, the same sauce. Okay. Yeah, check out Walmart. And they should have some books. I think they should have some books. If not, you can go online and you can probably go on YouTube and find some easy ways. I think my first thing that I ever made was just a granny square. And I used to look at the granny squares and think that it was so difficult to make. And then I wound up, I mean, I've made so many blankets and so many different things. I made slippers, all types of stuff. I'm talking about slippers that grown people could wear. And I sold them inside my salon. Everything, I'm telling you, everything that I've ever done that was creative, I looked at it as a hobby initially, and I always thought in the back of my mind, okay, how can I make money from this? I never solidly stayed on anything and thinking, oh, this is just a hobby. I always would say, how can I make some money out of this once I, felt comfortable with, being creative with it. It's the GMO in the food that's bad. See, I'm glad I eat the way that I do. I'm so glad because I hadn't, and I'm not gonna say it anymore, but it's been 32 years since I had like beef or pork, and then 4 or going on 5 years since I had chicken or fish. And I don't eat pasta. I don't do processed. I don't eat pasta, rice, or potatoes. No kind of potatoes or anything. And I've always been a finicky eater, even as a child. I mean, like I said, the condiments and stuff like that. I was not into that. I was not into condiments, and I did not like for my food to touch. When my mom would put my food on my plate, I didn't want green beans, juice touching the spam or the meatloaf. And definitely not the bread that was on my plate or my corn muffin. And I think to this day, that's the reason why when I moved out of my mother's house that I stopped eating meat, period. I mean, I stopped eating, red meat at the time because, ugh, it was just so disgusting. Me and my sister that was just on here, we spent so many hours sitting at the table trying to figure out how to get out of eating. And it was like, you going to sit here until you finish. But we had a little dog, and the little dog, Missy, she used to come around and we would slide her the food, sometimes so we can get up from the table. And sometimes our dad would feel sorry for us and be like, you can go ahead and y'all can get up. Or I would find a reason to go to the bathroom and I have food in my mouth. And I would spit it out in the bathroom, but then they got up on that. Oh, okay. Bonafide says, I have a theory about the McRib. I believe that McD's only releases it every decade or so because they want to make big profit without killing too many of their customers at once. Hollywood, what you have to say about that? Let me turn this light back on, you all. Or no? I don't know. It just look dark and creepy over there right now. I think I'm Hollywood. What is your rebuttal to that? Lucky is out of it. You can eat a burger that team. Yeah, they showed that at the Museum of Science and Industry, which is down the street from my house. They actually showed they have it on display. McDonald's, they have a burger and I think it's fries. I think those are the only two. They have a burger and a fries, and they looked exactly the same. And this is something I had been seeing since I think I really paid attention to it when I started taking my daughter to the museum. I think, yeah, and I've been taking her to the museum since she was about 3, because she was still in the stroller. So yeah, she was about 2 or 3 when I was taking her to the museum and stuff. And that's when I noticed. I was like, wow, how old is that? And it still look exactly the same. That's scary. That's really scary. That makes you wonder. Hold on. I want y'all to be able to see. If y'all see something, let me know. But I'm watching too. My cousin owned 4 McDonald's and he sold them all. It was like some of the worst years of his life. In the South, being a black owner, a black that's my little spray on the side. That's why you might hear me jumping because I hear that, and then I hear um my other spray on the other side. The crib sauce will burn your eyes, and that's another thing I never had, a McRib. Because I was like, what is it made out of? My cousin wrote a book about it. He wrote a book about his whole experience. He told the whole story after he sold his 4th McDonald's. He wrote a book. Oh God, I used to talk about it a lot. I'm gonna have to find it on Facebook. I have to find the title of it on Facebook. But his name is Michael Potts, Potts, and he wrote a book about the McDonald Corporation, about all of that, about being a black owner, and about the food, about the pink slime that they used to use. He told everything. He told it all. You said the sauce is not natural. What is it? Tell us, tell us, tell us. I mean, I don't, everything I eat is in the house, but I never was a McDonald's person anyway. I think the only thing I used to really get from there since I've been grown was ice cream cones. Then I found out how much bacteria and stuff, and how well they did not how they didn't clean the machines well enough, and that was enough for me to say. And now I don't do dairy at all, so it's cool. But I used to like their soft serve ice cream cones, but then when I found out that it was a lot of bacteria and stuff, I was like over it. It has to be. I mean, in order for it, it was definitely some type of preservatives in order for it to stay looking exactly the same way it did. I would say the one that's in the museum is definitely well over 10 years old. And I swear it looked like you just bought it. Period. Stop playing. They still use pink slime? I thought it was, when my cousin wrote the book, I thought that they had stopped. What? I hope everybody's watching this. I hope everybody that's in here is seeing this. And I hope it changes your mind about eating out. I do not eat out. Perfectly do not eat out, but I mean, I don't eat stuff like that anyway. They still use pink slime till today. And it's crazy because you drive past a McDonald's and they're packed. Honestly, I think, yeah, McDonald's is still open during this time. I mean, as far as what we're going through. But Popeyes, Popeyes stays open. Their drive-through stays open all time. I mean, late. I think that's one place you can go to. Right. Absolutely. Hollywood said, raw meat can cook in 30 seconds. Impossible. Absolutely. And it cooks in 20 seconds. I'm glad you came in and came on. I would love to educate some of my friends. I have a friend that only eats out, does not cook. And I was trying to talk to them about some health and stuff, and he was like, "Look, I eat out all the time." And I was like, "Okay, all right. I don't try to stuff nothing down anybody's throat." I was just like, "Okay." So Bonafide, you used to eat them? The McRib sauce is one of its selling points. So were the chunky bits of onion. If only I had known. And then, of course, everybody knows that the commercials that they're not using. I know this is something simple that a lot of people already know, that they're not using real food when you see pictures on commercials and stuff like that. They have some they have special things, different things that they use to make the food look good on commercials, but they're not using the actual food because there's no way that they can make it look that good on a commercial. Because I was when because of my candle business, I had thought about like doing like cakes and stuff because I do a lot of dessert style candles. I wanted to do cakes and stuff and post them up on you know do it for sets for different sets on television. And I looked into doing it because I met somebody else that did it. And I was like, I want my candles to be on sets and stuff. But yeah, they don't. None of those commercials are real food. Yes, I definitely, Eric. I love to cook too. Yeah, eating healthy is really the way. It really is. I do have some recipes up, but you can find a lot of good recipes on YouTube. A lot of good recipes, and then tweak them to the way that you like them. Sundays used to be the day where we would talk a lot about healthy eating, healthy living, and stuff like that. You can't discuss it. You can't digest it. Okay, you can't digest it. That is why you have to go to the back to the restaurant. Every time you eat there, note those pictures. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's right. I watched the whole thing about that. You can find it online too. You might be able to type it in, and see if you can find it on YouTube. They show you how like commercials, how they different things that they use. I don't know if I saw it on Pinterest, Instagram, but I'm sure you can Google it and see say something like commercial food that's in commercials or something like that. And they'll show you like what they use to make it look as good as it does, because that food is not looking shiny and juicy and all that stuff like it does on those commercials. Okay, Bonifaz said, I used to eat all sorts of trash growing up, like some sort of human rat. It's a miracle that I didn't kill over by the age of 20. My only saving grace was the fact that I was very physically active. Oh, good one, Eric. Thank you. Eric said, type in commercial food hacks, you all. Commercial food hacks. Check that out, and then you'll see. Yeah. They used all types of stuff. Sometimes it was like a glue. I seen something with glue, how they with cereal, how they would have, you would think that it was milk making like the cereal float on top, but no, it was glue. It was like some type of glue or whatever that they would use. Yeah, food makeup. They use all types of different things, but it's never the real food. Never. Back in the day when I was growing up though, Wendy's was considered like Wendy's was like one of the few places that you could go to and like actually see like a decent burger or so. Yeah, back then it was, and now it's like it's like McDonald's. Wendy's used to be above McDonald's as far as quality. And that's why I guess my parents, they used to take us there sometimes, but my father was really, really, really deaf. With him being Nigerian, he was really deaf into home cooked meals. He really, he would do it for us or whatever. Like we would go to Dairy Queen. I don't know if anybody has like a Dairy Queen or whatever where they're at, but he would take us to Dairy Queen or whatever. Stuff like that. Cause Dairy Queen, they sell food too. But Dairy Queen back then, it was just like where you can get the soft serve cone and get it dipped with the chocolate that had the hard outer shell or whatever. I used to live for that. I'm so glad that, I mean, even, I used to Mike Jones, that was on my live chat maybe about 4 weeks ago. I'm gonna say about right before everything started happening. He was on my live chat. It was when things had just started happening here, where people started freaking out. And dang, I said that to say what? I was about to say something about him. Oh, his brother owns the vegan restaurant that I used to go to. And I was so happy when I said, you know what? I spent way too much money eating at this restaurant, which I still, I mean, I tell people to go there or whatever. Definitely support because he owns two restaurants now. But honestly, after having a long time ago, not even that long ago, but it wasn't from his restaurant, but having a gastrointestinal virus or whatever, having like food poisoning and a serious gastrointestinal virus. I don't want nobody's hands touching my food but me. I talked about it last night. I was saying how I had a really bad stomach ache from this restaurant and I didn't expose them or whatever because it really was a isolated incident. I mean, I had been going there for a while and had never gotten sick before, but that's when I got extremely sick. So I make my own food, everything, and Whole Foods is the best food. Spinach, all different types of greens or whatever. And I like to drink. I'm gonna be honest, I really get more out of drinking my foods than actually eating. I prefer to get a lot of my nutrients through drinking. Um, but I do like eating like cauliflower and broccoli and stuff like that too. Checkers ice cream is not real bulk ice cream. It melted in 8 seconds of the cone. Yeah, I remember where's the beef? Yes. Yeah, Wendy's was good back in the day. They used to basically pick on McDonald's in their commercials without saying their name. Remember, yeah, where's the beef? Those are older ladies. Where's the beef? That used to be the thing. I wonder if people these days, like I'm sure my daughter she's never heard that. And that was big. That was huge. Where's the beef? When I'm getting mad about though, and I'm gonna be honest, I buy at this new local market by my house, um, they'll have like some raspberries, like say raspberries are normally like $3.99 for a little small package or whatever. They'll put them on sale. And me, because I love raspberries, I love blackberries, I love strawberries, I love berries, period. I will buy them, and they won't even last a couple days. And I'm trying to figure out. And then I seen a guy one day. They had some organic blackberries on sale for $1.99. Then it was like 99 cents. And I seen him like opening up the packages. This guy that worked there opening up the packages and like taking out the bad berries. And I was like, I asked him. I said, "So you taking out the bad berries out of these packages? So that's gonna lessen the weight of the package." I said, "Why don't y'all just get rid of them? You know, most of the times when I buy like fruit and stuff, I used to try to buy in bulk so I wouldn't have to keep going to the store. That's why I have to go to the store so much. I used to try to buy in bulk, but if I buy fruit from this particular store that I really like going to, if I buy fruit, it doesn't last more than a day. I have like four 16-ounce packages of fresh strawberries that I had to put in the freezer because they were getting soft. And now I'm just gonna use it for my smoothies. Where's the beef? Yep, where's the beef, baby? But Checkers ice cream is not. What's up? Well, what's up with y'all? With McDonald's and the little problem with cleaning the ice cream machine or the ice cream machines. Some years ago when my daughter was in karate, I used to take her to get ice cream or whatever, or what I thought was ice cream. And a lot of times they'd be like, "Oh, our ice cream machine is down." For some reason, it will always be broken. Always. And I was like, is it broken because they really need to clean it and they know that they have a lot of bacteria and stuff in it? Or what's the deal, you know? Answer that one. Because I was just like, man, really? Why is your ice cream machine always broke? This is when she was like about 6 or 7 now. So we're talking about like 6 or 7 years ago. No, we're talking like 7 or 8 years ago, rather. Is anybody up at this time, like right now, that normally wouldn't be up? Is anybody on the chat right now up that would normally not be up? But because of, the lifestyle changes that's going on right now, you're up. See, because I've always had like a problem with sleeping, but I was doing pretty good for a while, and now my body is off schedule. Anybody bona fide, would you normally be up? Because it's like 4:30 your time. Hollywood, where did you say you were located? I don't know if the chat is moving slow, if I'm not seeing comments, or can y'all hear me? Okay. You have a farmer's market near you. The prices there are very good. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Really, maybe I'm gonna have to stop getting my fruit from this particular. Well, you know what? Right now, I don't have a choice. Right now, I really don't have a choice. Eric, you're always up around this time from being overseas and now working overnight. Where overseas? I used to live overseas, on and off. I was back and forth. I had a place here and I had a place in Germany. Yeah. If it was like a regular school day, I mean, a normal school day back in the day, sometimes I would be up, but I would really try to make myself go to sleep because I knew I have to get up at 6 o'clock to get Isis up for school. But now I don't have to. I wake her up at like 10 when I get back in the house from doing my errands and walking Lucky. And I wake her up at 10 because between 10 and 1 is when, if she has any problems doing her work through the computers, she can contact her teachers, or if it's something she doesn't understand, she has between the hours of 10 to 1 to contact them. And like I said, I always prepare like her smoothies and stuff in the morning. It's like a totally new normal now of things to do. Uh, it's become natural. Christina, are you still here? Okay, you say you be around this time all the time. I'm gonna kick Lucky's butt. What are you doing? He just started scratching on my couch. Okay, I'm glad you're still here. I didn't know who I was still here. Oh, okay. Okay, Eric. Yeah. I've been to a lot of different places, but I'm sure probably not a fraction of the places that you've been. I want to go to Morocco. I really do. I want to go to Morocco. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get some water. You tried to send me a picture of the cover of the book on chakras, but it wouldn't go through. I don't have my phone next to me, but you said it wouldn't go through. I wonder why. Mm. That was one of the good things about being a veteran, is being able to really like travel a lot of places. I have a older sibling, again another brother that I perfectly do not speak to at all. Um, that that did oh, that made it a total career. I mean, did 20 years, stopped, and then couldn't deal with civilian life, and is back doing it. As far as I know, I don't really ask about him much. So, it's the last thing I heard, he was in Italy. So, if he is in Italy, bless him. Hollywood, you normally sleep. So, okay, why are you up now? Is it because of the change of everything that's been going on? And how is it? I mean, with you being the assistant manager of a McDonald's, like, how is your schedule? And like, have you all changed your hours of opening? Is your is the restaurant part open? Can people come in, and y'all only let a certain amount of people in, or is it just the drive through? I want a new phone. I really do. I'm gonna wind up having to get one anyway. Because aren't they talking about, like, with this 5G thing or whatever, that some of the phones won't work or won't work as good if you have like a phone that's over a year or two old? Yeah, I've been talking to somebody that's in Italy, and yeah, he was really, really, for a while. I was keeping in touch with him because we communicated on Instagram, and I saw where he was just really, really going through it, because of everything that was happening in Italy. Um, he just needed somebody to talk to, and I was just like, I mean, we never talked over the phone, but we would communicate. I told him I would keep checking to see how he was doing, and I haven't heard back from him, so I hope he's okay. I don't know him. I don't even know what he looked like, but you know. Bonafide, you say you hope he's okay if he's in Italy. I don't want to say anything negative, but honestly, I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be mean. I have no feelings about my older two brothers. I have no feelings. I don't, unfortunately. And we didn't grow up really like that. We grew up loving each other, but things change. People change. People change. It's funny. I had two of my brothers are close in age. We have different fathers. And the brother that did that has been in the army forever. What was I gonna say about him? Oh, I've never met his children. He has two grown children. One is a pastor or whatever, a pastor, preacher, whatever he is. And he has a daughter, a grown daughter. I've never met them before in my life. Never. Really? You say those nights on the ship watching star showers are the best. It's like the 4th of July. Oh, that's cool. That's crazy because I was just talking to my nephew earlier. We were supposed to, and I mentioned it yesterday, we were supposed to be celebrating our birthdays, and he had wanted me to go on his cruise with him. And he had already, put the money down. He had paid for my mom to go, and she doesn't want to leave the house or go anywhere. And I'm talking about just period. Ever since my papa, my stepfather passed away, she doesn't want to go anywhere. She makes up all types of excuses as to why she doesn't want to go anywhere. But anyway, he had said that, if I wanted to go, I could go, but now, he's like, I told him, I said, you need to look into making sure that you can either get a refund or, because he likes to travel a lot, if they're going to allow you to use that money at a later date. I mean, use the money that you put down at a later date, that you won't lose anything because of what's going on. I'm sure he'll be compensated, though. I'm sure he will. Well, I feel like eating a celery stick or something. I don't know. I had made a big old juicy, good old salad today. Boniface, you said, I don't know if that's the case. It wouldn't make any sense to be putting up those 5G towers now. So many of the phone companies are closed. Right. You can't buy a phone. At least, yeah. The lobby is closed. Okay, thanks, Hollywood. You had to fire 6 people because of labor, no business. Yeah, 6 people. So many people are not working right now. And that's why, I try to be a blessing in people's lives, when I can, even though I'm not making any money now, just with me being able to go up to the school and get these lunches, which, I mean, really basically anybody can go to the schools and get them. But, one of my friends, he's like 57 and he has problems with his hips, real bad problems with his hips. So he can't walk, a walking a couple blocks bothers him. So I just try to look out for him and give him all the stuff that we don't eat, like, all the meats and all that type of stuff and the bread and everything. So I give him that. And on a daily basis, depending on, if I go every day, I give it to him. I drop it off to him after I separate everything, get all the fruit and stuff out of the baskets. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, Bonafide, you're right though. It doesn't make sense to be putting up 5G towers now because of all the places that's closed. Celery with peanut butter, yeah, celery with peanut butter is good. Now, now I've been doing almond butter, and I like that too. It's a good snack, and it satisfies that urge to have something like crunchy. I like that. But I've really been loving my sprouts, and that's probably when I get off the chat. I probably soak some lentils, well, rinse off some lentils real good because I only got a half a jar. This is my second set of sprouts I made. I only have a half a jar left, and I just love eating them. I love putting them on my salads. I can't see myself having a salad now without having lentil sprouts on it. And I swear, I mean, it's economical, especially during these times. I like watching them sprout, and it tastes so much better eating them as sprouts to me than it did when I was making nuggets and patties, like little patties or whatever out of them. It tastes so much better, and you can roast them too. I love it. Yeah, when I make, because at first I wasn't using almond milk either, but I use my almond milk to make chia seed pudding, and honestly, that is the bomb. That is the bomb. You said almond butter on bread. I don't eat bread, but almond milk is really good. And when I make my chia seed pudding, I just made some yesterday. No, I haven't. I remember you talking about that. I have to see where I could find it at. Jalapenos. I love jalapenos. Oh, y'all making me hungry. I started it off though, right? I'm serious. I'm about to give me some chia seed pudding. Can y'all give me 1 second so I can run to the kitchen? Just give me 1 second. Let me get this chia seed pudding. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Thanks, y'all. Oh my goodness. I just made this today. This is my snack size. I do make it twice the size of this, but normally, but with it being the time that it is now, I like to have a smaller size options. I don't eat chips. I don't eat potatoes. I haven't eaten potatoes in 16 years. Mm-mm. And I don't do challenges. I've seen people doing them though. Or were you asking Eric that? Yeah, I haven't had any form of potatoes, rice, or pasta in 16 years. I stopped like a few 3 years before my daughter was born. Have you tried it? I'm getting cold. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't. I see a lot of people doing those like challenges on the mukbangs, which people confuse it and say mukbangs, but it's mukbang. But I've seen them do those challenges on there. Lately, whenever you hear the word challenge, it's never attached to anything good. Oh, has Eric tried it? Okay. Eric, have you tried it?